stepped into the circle.
We're all just playing a big game called life, bro.
Yeah.
And what's up, guys? Welcome to the Hangover Podcast.
You weren't recording? Your mic was off the whole time?
No, sorry.
Okay, cool. We're keeping that. That was fire.
Yeah, that was the intro, but we're
Yeah, that was
still
sick.
here.
That was sick. Yeah. Wake the fuck up. Get out the Matrix. Welcome back to the Hangover Podcast. Let's cook up. I'm Stephen Crazy.
I am Delos. What's going on?
Yay.
Rand the Rob. Like, what's happening is the matrix is shifting, changing, is coding right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the codes that's coming to light is
Fictional.
game theory, where
Gamification. Yeah.
where everything is a game, right? All the game is, in this definition, that it involves more than one player and they abide by certain rules.
Which are?
Huh?
What's the rules?
Oh, okay, no, exactly. So let's say we're competing, right? Damn, I'm thinking out loud real quick. Right. Let's say we're competing, but we both know the back doors. We both know people are watching, but we still want the same goal. So we'll do whatever it takes. Play dumb, hit your head on the post, and as long as they don't see it, technically it didn't happen, even though everybody in the fucking arena knows it happened, and they can tell the ref it happened, but technically the rules are, if I didn't see it, I can't call it. It's WWE, but WWE in real life.
Gotcha.
We know it's fake, but we all agree on the rules, so we keep playing the game.
Right.
So damn, why did I start saying all this?
I don't know, but you're cooking up.
That's a bigger concept, bro.
Yeah.
So that's how. Okay, I remember the matrix shifting.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to edit it. So I feel like the matrix is shifting right now, where one of the codes that's being showed is WWE and everything.
Yeah.
And now if you're really good at WWE,
Yeah.
you're gonna do great in this world, aka Trump.
The scripted shit, bro. How well can you play by the script?
Yeah. And there's some people, like we were talking about earlier, the guy that just bought the Celtics, low key guy. No one really heard of him.
He's a plant.
But he copped up $6 billion. New owner.
And
But
you think he's a plant?
Might be.
No. Or
Bro.
he's on the map now, bro. So you ever seen like these cool like suits or like billions? You ever see how the new players come into the block and they want to make the name for themselves? That happens every 5-10 years.
And you spawn in.
So you think
It's the new spawn, yeah, bro.
new batch?
So from your point of view,
a new level unlocked.
your point of view, you might say he's a plant, right?
No.
But I think from his point of view, like, oh,
I'm in now.
I'm in now.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's the Matrix, bro.
Damn.
Stepped into the circle.
That was a fun little thought experiment.
That was fire.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
That was a crazy
That's
train.
That's sign.
So no.
I love this, bro. Give us some more.
For the record,
He said the Matrix.
for the record, we just ate chicken wings with extra hot sauce. That's all.
Yeah. Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
This is not my idea. Brett Weinstein, no, his brother, the mathematician. He there's a whole theory behind this. He explained the theory on Rogan years ago, though.
Of
the game theory?
everything.
Yeah. But more of everything's WWE.
Oh.
But I threw in game theory as how it makes sense to me. But yeah,
WWE is just scripted TV, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is politics, which is fucking Wall Street.
Yeah, bro. It's everything.
SEC is the fucking referee, and you can pay off the referee all the time you want.
Everything is a show, bro.
Yeah. But we all agree on it, so.
Yeah.
A matrix within the matrix.
But if there's some people that mind their business, kill it, and they're happy with the family, or they're productive with the family, or they live their life.
And then they choose to buy the Boston Celtics and spawn in.
Oh.
I like this guy.
Out the gulag.
I'm gonna research him.
Yeah,
What's his name? John Wick.
Brian Scalabrine.
Oh,
Really?
No.
No,
I was like, that's a cool name. And he picked a cool name.
But no, that's a real guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a fire.
He's a basketball player.
Oh, you never heard of the White Mamba?
Scalabrine?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian.
That's a
Yo,
cool
he was
name.
actually playing. He was playing like there's a video of him that surfaced, and obviously he don't play in the NBA no more. But he was out there like
It's because he goes
he was
viral.
hooping, bro.
He goes
was
viral.
hooping.
He goes viral for like the past 10 years. He's
Yeah.
been retired. But anyone that says one time he got rated the worst player on 2K, right? So he's like the running joke on Twitter. But people would say I could beat him, and every person he flies to them
Yep.
and whoops their ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Bro,
fire.
Beats him, bro.
and then so recently he's been doing this for years, and he humbles everybody.
Yeah.
Because then bro is a 6'9" former NBA player, bro.
Right.
He looks trash next to Kobe, of course.
Looks,
All
like
right.
looks like a veggie.
So
tail.
there's this famous OG YouTube street player in New York. He's famous for playing like super physical, fouling hard, and if you call your foul, you're a bitch. So you know that typical elbow fucking prison basketball. So he said recently that he could beat homeboy White Mamba, and White Mamba pulled up on him. Like, actually, I'm gonna be in town this weekend for another event. Fucking schooled him.
Fire.
And then what homeboy started fouling him hard. So like, all right, we doing like that. Boom, elbow to the face. Douche. Humbled his ass, and then he hit him with, "I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me."
Damn.
Yeah, so White Mamba.
He's been going viral like the past week for that.
That's dope.
Yeah. I only said his name because he was like part of the Boston Celtics. And we were on that.
That's a smart way to create content, though.
Yeah.
Probably making more money doing fucking that shit than playing for the Celtics, bro.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing about
content creation is insane, bro.
I start thinking about how numbers work and how obviously like people always get blown away by how much more a billion is than a million seconds, right? Like it's hard to even understand. So I think of that with skills, with profession.
Yeah.
You get me? People that obsess over things.
There's levels to this shit.
Yeah, like
levels to this shit.
That 1% is sometimes a huge difference. Than the other 95%.
Yeah. The gap is massive.
Yeah.
I'm gapping y'all.
But it's just how numbers work. That's how numbers work.
In music. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a whole nother it's a theory of itself.
Crazy range.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fire.
All right. I was telling the boys before the pod started. These are 3 things I want to do before my 30s end, because we're just hitting our 30s. We gotta accept it. We're learning some stuff, but now now's the time for me to like, all right, next step, take it forward.
Wait.
So I got my business goals and my profession goals. I'll say that for another pod, but this is more like my personal bucket list goals.
We'll do your birthday pod anyways coming up, so
there you go.
We can lock those in.
So more of my like personal like bucket list goals before my 40s end. I want to do one amateur before my 30s ends. Before my 30s ends, I want to do one boxing amateur fight, one MMA amateur fight, and get on open mic and do comedy like a minute or 2 at least once. It's all 3 things I love and I follow, and I like, bro. I know more about the comedy history and scene than I watch specials. I really don't watch specials anymore. So anything, they always look into the fucking the industry and the history. Yeah. But I still love comedy.
That's.
But growing up, I love George Carlin.
Fire.
That's why I got all political.
Right.
that was my first comedian I watched. Bill Maher. Okay, and then I always love boxing. Yeah. I was one of like the early Canelo guys. Like when Canelo was like still up and coming. Yeah. Like when he was fighting Chavez, a lot of people had Chavez. Yeah. And I was like, I knew the new lion was next. So Canelo. You called that. So I've always been a boxing fan. And then MMA, bro. MMA's been fun. I love MMA. So and then as a man, you just want to test yourself in those 2 things at least once.
You should partake in all of your.
So for the boxing MMA, I better take it serious soon because I'm hitting age, bro. You gotta do it before 34. Just do it once. So that's a few goals. The comedy one, I love to talk shit. So I would love to run right like 1 or 2 minutes, see if I could do it. And I have stage fright. Ever since when I would present at school projects, bro.
I think that was all of us. That was me too.
No, but I never mastered. I always stay shaking.
Does this help?
The mic, yeah. No, when I have people in front of me, like real people. When I have the real audience.
I find that so hard to believe, bro. You're always talking in front of just a party, and you know.
But I can keep it moving. Yeah. I gotta directly always keep looking at you.
You just gotta get loose.
Right there. I guess it's different when everyone's just waiting for you to impress them. Like, you're gonna make me laugh or not?
Yeah.
You know, it's like I can feel that for sure.
The artist surprise does work.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So that would conquer fear.
Did you take communications?
Bro, like 3 times. I never passed it. I just stopped going, bro.
That was the worst class. I've hated that class, bro.
Wow, what's so crazy about it?
No, I was just a community college, fucking 3 years, never took it serious. So every year I'm gonna go back, and you always need to get your communication.
Yeah.
So I would always supposedly take it again, but I would just stop going to school.
Well, communication is pretty much just like public speaking. So like that whole class is you doing like 3 or 4 speeches. You know what I'm saying?
And I was probably avoiding them.
And so I'm like, oh fuck, you know. So I think that's definitely something a lot of us have to conquer.
Like my wife, she got her master's in nursing, bro. So she's been through school. Yeah. So she's really good at presenting. Like she just learned it. Like,
It's crazy because even in high school, right? That was what our high school specialized in, is fucking project-based learning, like doing presentations and shit like that.
Yeah, it's true.
I still hated that shit.
Dude, we were the guinea pigs.
I know. First class, baby.
Bro,
Fuck with
looking
me.
back, what about I think I know your answer. I regret not taking IT serious, bro.
Why?
Oh, it just would have been fun just to learn that stuff, just to know it.
Yeah.
We had the classes anyways. It's because our school had programs, right? Me and Chef were in IT, integrated technology. So they were teaching us how to do robotics. They're teaching us actually how to make an internet cable, and they taught us actually how to code a little bit.
All fabrications.
Yeah. We learned like everything, the infrastructure too, how to build it. To this day, I can make your internet cable.
Well, yeah, with the Cat 5, with
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I think if I went back, I would have did marketing.
There you go.
Now.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what you're in now?
No, what
Yeah.
we're doing now.
Cause like doing medical is fun, but realistically, I don't use that shit at all no more.
Was it your idea or?
Maybe business.
Initially I wanted to take architecture, bro. I wanted to draw buildings and shit, but the whole concept of making more money is what drove me to do medical. Oh, okay. You know, they're like, oh, be a nurse, do this or do that. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And I take that. I learned a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's just definitely not my speed. You figure that out afterwards. So marketing for sure would have been crazy.
Smart move.
Yeah.
I probably would have chose business, maybe.
That's the same house, wasn't it?
I don't know. But when I went to ESEC to do the paperwork or whatever, sign up, pick your houses and shit, I picked culinary. I wanted culinary because I did home ec in middle school. And I just wanted to eat at school. I'm like, damn, we get to cook and eat, you know? So that was kind of my approach with it. It wasn't because I wanted to be a chef or anything crazy like that. I was just like, bro, I'm going to be at... always just hated school. But if I could be at school just cooking and, you know what I'm saying, just chilling, cooking, I'm like, sign me up. But it was full, and I ended up with IT. But when I look back and reflect on my life, like, everything is supposed to happen how it's supposed to happen, bro. There's no coincidences, bro. It's like everything happens how it's supposed to happen, oddly enough.
And that's why I knew you were going to say that. That's why I knew the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. No regret. No, that's why.
No regrets.
That's one thing I do respect about you and I actually admire about you. Like, you leave that shame and regret behind.
Well, it makes you who you are, bro.
But a lot of men, bro, we suffer from that shit.
But you know what it takes to do that is loving who you are now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you embrace all your past experiences. It's like, fuck,
Accepting that it led you here.
Exactly.
You're like,
all right, taught me how not to do that. It taught me how to do this. You know, there's a lot of lessons and everything.
Yeah,
and when you start to dissect, you're like, oh, that's why it happened. Oh, that's why I feel like this. Oh, that's why I move like this. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
bro.
I had my bad.
Go ahead.
I had that moment recently where were you making fun of me?
No,
no, I thought you were trolling with your eyes. Like you interrupted him again.
I got the hoodie on, so I gotta like turn my. You know.
I did have a moment the other day of like regret and shame started hitting, and then out of nowhere gratefulness hit. Like, bro,
realization moments.
Yeah, like what about be thankful of everything that did happen for you?
Yeah,
and you're aiming for
acceptance, bro. Acceptance.
Yep.
That's the only way you can change it, right? You gotta accept it for what it is. All right, I fucking did it. Let me fix it.
Yeah.
Or let me not do it again.
It's making peace with it.
Yeah.
Coming to peace with it.
That God's work, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
One thing never changed. Rent is due.
Rent's due every day.
Yep. Matter if you want to be ahead of it or not, bro. I was rent my ADHD. Talking about rent, so I started talking about house mortgages, the housing market.
Hey, at least you're explaining how you randomly got to Rob.
It's like, hey.
Rob is randomly right now. Right, fucked it up.
Rob is Randall.
Rob is randoming right now.
Hey.
So you know how we always hear people talk about the housing market is gonna crash, right?
No, I haven't heard that.
No,
haven't heard anything actually.
There's financial niche accounts out there.
Yeah.
Where they're like. They're always betting against the bubble. They think the bubble's gonna happen on the housing market. But I think the housing market might have got swallowed up by the equity market, the loaning market,
BlackRock.
So I don't think the housing market's gonna bust market anytime.
Yeah.
I think our dollar's just worth less now. So what these homes are worth is through the roof, bro. So let's say I was doing the math the other day. I was just thinking about it. And just say you buy a $450,000 nice home here in Vegas, you get a pretty good home, $450,000. You get a 30-year rate, but if it's like a variable interest, so it can go from like 2.5 to like 7%, let's say, depending on the Federal Reserve's yield cuts.
Right.
So on the high rate, you get stuck. you could pay up. You're gonna pay when you finish paying that 30-year mortgage. You're gonna pay $800,000 for the house. Holy shit, right?
Yeah.
So that's where it's crazy how our finance market works all off speculation. So when you hear the word equity, how much equity you have in your home?
Mm-hmm.
That's all speculation, bro. It's just the word and a supposed number, and you put the number out there, and someone buys it. Boom.
How much it might be worth?
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So people, you always hear people say homes are an investment. I think they were, but it's hard to show the math right now that they are. A home is somewhere you want to live. You should want to be able to live. But the days where people could buy homes as investments individually is looking thinner and thinner because I don't think the market's going to go anywhere anytime soon. Not because the houses are worth more, the dollars is worth less.
Is that only here in the States?
Huh?
You think that's only here in the States?
Yeah, yes. But you need your dollar to go with you.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, you definitely want your dollar to go with you.
Yeah. The minute you go there with their dollar, same shit, gonna be the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's because the housing market got affected by inflation as well.
Shit's about to blow.
I know. I think it's a big cow. It could get fatter.
Like all this inflation shit pop soon.
No, it's gonna be a few more years, bro.
I
think so. Because there's an interesting theory about why Trump's hitting us with a bunch of tax. They're doing what's the shit you tax the foreign countries?
Tariffs and shit.
Tariffs. Okay.
Yeah.
So, fun fact: like Canada, they charge us like 250% tariffs on fucking milk or eggs. Like all these countries already tariff us all the time. People don't know that. So their consumers have to pay more for our product because the U.S. government, because their government is like their company's charging more, so they're buying less of our shit already.
Right.
Because it's tariff. So Trump's doing the same thing back.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand that. They're gonna say, "Oh, that's fucked up. That's gonna raise the prices here." True, but we're at a standoff. Who's gonna be able to survive longer? The companies that are so used to selling us, or us? Everything be more expensive, but limited supplies. That's the standoff. And the U.S. technically could probably survive the standoff first.
I don't know, because the last time we had a crazy standoff like that, people were fighting over toilet paper and shit.
Yeah, but see, you're thinking micro. On a macro, our economy can survive. Just say, unfortunately, a city going down,
right?
But like a Mexico economy, Canada economy is way smaller.
True.
So it'll hit them harder. So it's a Mexican standoff right now, and I think he's gonna win it.
That's just how we do.
So okay, and then the stocks are crashing, the markets are crashing.
Right.
So the theory is you want the market to crash, and you want the market, the economy like is struggling, because that's when the Federal Reserve, who loans the U.S. government money, they use that as one of the indicators. The economy is not doing well. Let me lower my interest rates that I charge these fools for all the money they owe me. And the lower the interest rate you get, the minute you want to pay it all back. You want to start making payments and you get yourself out of debt quicker. So that's one theory. Bro, that's what these people do in real companies. So like a Budweiser, when their market crashed, when their stock crashed because they had the whole gay LGBT beer.
Yeah. It was packaged like that, right?
There's a theory out there they did that shit on purpose. Cause end of the day, a beer company's stock can only go so high, bro. They're selling fucking beer, so they reached their fucking they're doing great here. But end of the day, they want to show quarterly returns keep going up.
Right.
So what's the best way to show quarterly returns for the next 5 years? You crash that bitch, and then it's like tanking a basketball team to get your number one pick.
That's smart.
So I think Trump's doing this. He's doing this with the tariffs and making the economy crash a little bit. The stock market, not the economy, the stock market. The economy, we've been fucked for a while, bro. But with the stock market's been killing it.
Yeah.
So it's been looking like a good economy, but it's all facade. The economy's been shit for a while.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, 100%.
So he's just putting everything on the table now. Showing, all right, bro. He's showing everybody like I'm trying to think of a good analogy. He's showing everybody like, all right, these are my cards. So let's say he has a good hand. Let's say he has a fucking full house. The only thing that's gonna beat that is probably what royal flush.
Flush type shit.
So most people on the table are not gonna have that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's poker.
Let's just hope they don't call the bluff or anything.
And one thing about, say what you want about Trump, he has good instincts, bro.
Yeah.
It got him to be president.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fuck with him.
Yeah. You don't give a fuck. You don't say it, huh?
What? I fuck with Trump. I don't care.
Yeah. It's interesting, bro, being Hispanic and Mexican. Like, the last 2-3 years, that the support went through the roof.
Yeah.
But more to the men's side.
Yeah.
There's way less women that fuck with Trump.
I'm talking money now. That's why. People who make their own money.
Yeah, one thing about women, they're always going to just be nice, okay?
No,
Be nice.
I was getting riled up. No, just kidding.
Let me say, women are biologically prone to be more empathetic. They have to be. It's part of being nurturing, being a mother. So they're gonna be more empathetic towards more social issues.
Right.
So they're always more likely
social.
to lean more liberal, democratic. But real liberals, real democrats.
Right.
That's just all fucked up right now.
All of it's pretty fucked up.
All right, my last rant about politics, then we change the subject.
Okay.
My last analogy. So back in the day, being anti-big pharma used to be a liberal thing. It was a hippie thing.
I was very big on pharma, boy.
My boy.
I love me some pharmaceuticals.
My boy.
Just kidding.
All right, so when I say far right, like that's extreme white nationalist, extreme Republican. When I say far left, that means more extreme liberal, extreme Democrat.
Right.
The far left used to be anti-pharma, anti-banks, like don't trust the government.
Right.
And that shit flipped now. That shit's on the right now.
No, it's like
So how the analogy always used for politics, it shit always switches. You know when you jump a car with jumper cables, you know how you're supposed to put red on positive
yeah.
Mhm.
and black on negative? You know if you flip it around, it's the same shit. If you put red on negative and red on negative, black on positive, it's gonna do the same thing. You just cannot cross them. You can never cross them. That's dangerous. You can so, because if you open the red, and
it's just the cap difference.
It's the same copper wire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they teach you this red always goes red, just so you never mess it up.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
they always teach us about Democrats, Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
But they always switch wires. They always switch sides.
Just don't cross them.
That's the analogy I always make. It's always the same formula, but they just switch sides.
You think we'll ever see like an independent party actually prevail? To where it's like fuck both sides?
We might be witness to damn, I swear the last thing. MAGA might become his own party.
Oh.
It might. Like 10 years from now. It's already a word, it's already a term.
I'm thinking like hippie party, man.
There's the green part. There's the green party.
Uh-oh.
But
Hippie
they're too like wacko about the environment. They're like they don't actually reread the science. Because like I used to be a big time.
I'll be Green Party.
Yeah, but they're the closest hippie one out there that gets a little bit. They get like 1 million votes a year.
Okay. Okay.
And you got the Kanye.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'm just curious.
They nut that shit in the bud in like 1992. There's one billionaire guy. He bought like 30 minutes of national TV time. He just decided to run for president. No one really took him serious, but he's smart. He just bought primetime TV. He could afford it.
Yeah.
And he just talked about how the Federal Reserve was fucking you over, and all this shit's a scam, and Social Security's gonna run out before you even get there. And then he made noise, bro. And then they cut that shit in the bud right away. And ever since then, it's hard to run independent.
Damn. He was onto something.
Yeah. All right, that's it. No more. I don't want to lose you.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. I don't know.
What you got, Chef?
We got nothing, bro.
No, but lead the way.
I know nothing about that shit.
Exactly. We're good here. Your goals. Your goals for your 30s. Fun goals, bucket list goals.
It's very hard to think of.
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Me? I think a lot of mine, bro, is definitely based off traveling and experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely more sports games. I do want to do like a real soccer game, whether in Europe or fucking Spain, those leagues, and then again just travel, man. See more international cities. See the 7. Was it how many wonders of the world?
7.
7. Yeah, if I could start crossing those off, that'd be sick.
What are they?
I could tell you.
One's in Jordan. One's in Jordan. You ever seen that ancient city?
It's like the pyramids too, yeah.
Pyramids.
Oh, that's the head things, the headstone.
Well, that's part of it too. That's one of the wonders.
Shit.
So like all those landmarks.
Library Alexandria.
Yeah,
That sounds cool.
it's a lot of landmarks. Go there and take a look.
Like it. I like it. Especially you, bro. Single, no kids right now, bro.
Let's
It's
go.
perfect time, bro.
Do it.
Who's to
Have a
say
time.
Vegas is your end spot?
Oh, I highly doubt it is, bro. And that's why, like, I seen this thing and it was like, what was it saying? If a city's calling you, it's for a reason.
You know, sorry.
No, that was it.
You know where a lot of us mess up? Is somewhere like Vegas. It's such a poppin' city, a lot of going on, but you forget how small the city is.
Yeah.
Like, bro, as far like population
Yeah.
and size. Going to Dallas recently made me respect like real cities. Like I've been in Chicago, and like, but they're almost too busy. But Dallas was like a busy city, but there's money being made here.
Yeah.
You look it up, 7th largest city in the fucking U.S.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
and huge, like 10 times Vegas actual physical size.
Traveling must be a bitch, though. You know, here it's like, all right, I could drive 45 miles.
No, the freeways are impressive, bro.
Oh, really?
Yes, like they made it for a big city.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll consider. What's up, Dallas? What's going on?
that was dope. It is a huge economy. What about you, Chef? Any inspiration from what we said?
Whew. I mean, I have multiple goals, but I guess by the end of 30, I would love to retire my parents, get them a fucking nice house in Escaya where they can see the whole city. Build an industry-grade studio in whatever new home I get. Travel all of Asia. And fuck, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a selfless one. I would say write a book, but I think it's still too early. I think book would be after 40, after 45, maybe 50.
Yeah,
I like that.
If you write a book,
Yeah.
you write a book, it have to be more about ideas or something.
Right. Or very niche specific of like music or something. That's
Yeah.
the only way I could
Because your
be
memoir,
considered like a actual, like taken serious of writing
Yeah.
a book, because you can't write a life book at fucking
Nah.
35.
It'd be like
Well, maybe you can. Maybe I'm the one to do it, actually.
There you
Hold up.
go. It'd be like a reference book.
It'd
huh?
be part 1, part 2, part 3. This is everything so far. Deadass.
Encyclopedia.
Yeah, you know. Maybe, hey, fuck it.
Well,
who says I can't?
8-book series.
well, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
It only helps if you start right now.
I just sit there and I talk to ChatGPT all day about everything. Put this in a book form.
Conversations with chat.
Proofread it.
Is there
It's gonna
any?
be done by tomorrow.
There you go.
Fuck. That's the
Cross
thing
that
about
off
when
the
you
list.
realize of what you can really accomplish when you put time to stuff so far out. It's like, bro, I could really do that by next week if I really wanted to. You know what I mean? So it's like, what
Yeah.
do you want bad enough to accomplish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. When I was telling you my goals earlier, you're like, you can do that all in a year. Like, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
This is what I've been telling myself recently, and like I'll tell like my wife and other. Like sometimes it's all about choice.
That's all it
literally
is. That's
Choice.
really all it is.
Now, when I say that, I'm talking to my feelings and people's feelings.
Yeah.
The feelings take over sometimes.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, unfortunately or fortunately, you gotta realize it's still a choice.
I'm gonna butcher this, but I seen a reel, and it was this very nice lady, right? And I don't know what she was saying, but she was like, everything that's happening to you in your life right now, how you look, how you are, it's a choice, because you're choosing not to fix that every day. So
Mhm.
you're making the choice to keep that. So just like you said, bro, at the end of the day, everything is a choice.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I love the whole idea of thinking of like, yeah, maybe everything is written, maybe everything's supposed to happen how it is, but I love the idea of waking up knowing that, or feeling like I'm the one making it happen. So if I give myself the power of choice, when I choose not to do something the right way, I'm the one that fucked it up, because I had the choice to actually do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had the choice to work versus fuck around and scroll for 3 hours type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it is all choice at the end of the day.
Accountability.
Accountability, bro.
But
It's powerful.
The cool part is once you realize there's a lot of power in that. Like, damn.
Oh yeah.
That's the ultimate power.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Because
really the ultimate power.
You deciding taking your power back,
100%.
right? The power of saying no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Locking in.
doors.
That's my new favorite term.
Locked in.
Lock in.
Like, that's one thing I don't care if it gets cheesy or anything. Nah.
You gotta lock in, bro.
Yeah.
Lock in.
Focus up. I like that one too. Focus up.
You're too young to
Fuck lock in. We're doing focus up now.
Focus up.
Focus up. Learn your song.
Max.
We're gonna have our own lingo there and shit.
Max it out, buddy.
Max it out.
Max
it out's fire. I like that.
That sounds dangerous though at the club.
Max it
Max
out.
it out.
Max it out. Hey, that's my card. Max it out. Oh wait, there's no limit.
I like how you sold that.
There's no limit actually.
Max
What the
it
fuck?
out.
Dope.
That's how you gotta do it. And that's a crazy thing too about like your words, bro. You really can speak anything into existence, bro. That's one thing I've been learning all the time.
Tell motherfuckers, man.
Bro,
That's the one thing I keep learning, and it's a reoccurring lesson in my life. It's like, bro, the shit you say, was it reap what you sow?
Yep.
Bro, the shit you say is whether it's good or bad, like, bro.
That's interesting, bro. I think
Yeah.
what's the universal law that falls under that? Because I got a religious spin on it.
Reap what you sow.
Oh no, speaking to existence. What universal law you think would fall under?
I don't fucking know.
Like law of attraction, maybe.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Mentalism.
But that's why I was thinking about correspondence, because like whatever you think in your head.
Yeah.
I forgot.
One and two's connected, right? It's mentalism and correspondence.
Yeah, that's why when
It's
he was
those two.
saying about the whole word thing, it's like basically that's manifestation. Those two laws.
Yep.
So that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Is manifestation.
So I came through this little realization more through the religious way. So I was you'll see, like, I follow Christian pages and stuff. You'll see people say, like, when the minute you speak out loud, the devil can hear you. The only one that can hear your thoughts is God. So
I heard this too.
Yeah, I told you this.
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That was his bar.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, like, that's how powerful words are, though. But you gotta be careful what you say, and you'll be responsible for it. That's why, like, being man of your words is so important.
Oh, 100.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's where, bro, like something like I think I didn't. I grew up privileged. I was gonna say we because we said earlier we did.
I did.
Yeah, we grew up lucky.
Yeah, I was a spoiled little kid.
So I didn't realize how lucky.
Only child shit, you feel me?
Older child shit, maybe. Just bullshit. Handle your little business here. You can fuck it around here. I didn't. Sometimes I didn't realize how important it was to keep my word for whatever little thing I said I was gonna do.
Mm.
Like, I'll make it up later, or I'll figure it out later. And then I learned the hard way. Like, damn, you're gonna burn your reputation a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
So I had to learn the hard way that way.
Importance of reputation when it comes to that. You don't
Yep.
want to be called a liar, bro. You don't want to be known as a liar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro.
You know.
But not only that though, is the person that you talk to the most every day is yourself. So when you start realizing that you're lying to yourself, you start calling yourself a liar.
Yeah.
And even when you say you're gonna do shit to yourself, you know that you're calling yourself a liar, so you don't even trust yourself.
Yeah.
So like that internal conversation is like the most important. Fuck what anybody thinks, bro. What do you think about yourself?
Yeah.
What's your relationship with yourself? I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. You talk to yourself and go to sleep by yourself every night. You're gonna die by yourself, bro.
Make
You know what I'm saying?
bed
So
and
the
lay
best
in it.
relationship you can keep is with you and God, bro. That's it.
Facts.
No one's opinion matters at all, bro.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But okay, so when you're talking about that shit, I was thinking about the whole self-talk thing, and I used to do the Monday morning motivations in like in the trap house backyard, and I was wearing like a chef outfit and shit in front of the grill, and I was talking about the whole self-talk. I was like, like, I don't know. Basically, I was talking about the importance of an internal dialogue. And like, not putting yourself down and, only having like positive affirmations about yourself. But that's what everything we're talking about kind of boils down to. It's like, how do you talk to yourself on a daily basis, bro? If you tell yourself you're a fuck up every day, guess what? You're more likely to fuck up.
Yeah.
So the devil might be able to hear you, but you hear yourself. That's where that's what you believe of yourself.
And
Exactly.
You tear yourself
and
down.
You see your own actions. So like, yeah, the devil might hear what you say, but you're the one that hears what you think.
Yep.
And you're way more in control over your life than the devil is, because you can fucking fight the devil.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit. Yeah. That's I had to learn the hard way, but we're here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hell on earth, bro.
Damn, that's true.
That's hell on earth.
It was a deep ass podcast.
Gotta have
What's
a
going
clear.
on?
Yeah, no.
What the fuck?
You gotta have a clear conscience, bro. Alright?
Damn. Yeah.
Words hold weight.
No, they do.
We needed to wake you up, dog.
I don't know. Fuck, I'm gonna start ranting now.
We all gotta take our turns, bro.
Oh
know?
shit.
Yeah.
Rant.
Dylan had his interview earlier.
I
Yeah.
did. I spoke a lot today.
Dylan's like, I'm
what
good.
you got, bro? What you got?
Yeah.
What you got for this one, man? He's like back to ad libs.
What do I
Yeah.
got?
Yeah.
Hey, Dylan, are you more Offset or Takeoff, RIP?
Take off.
I told you.
Take off.
That's my dog.
Catch a stray. Hit
He
the
was
dice game.
He,
Fuck the-
fuck, he's
in
my
peace.
favorite one.
Ooh,
Though.
are you more Quavo or Takeoff? I'm more likely to have like a ratchet ass. No, I don't know.
I don't know. I thought I liked Takeoff the most. I thought I was Takeoff.
Oh, there we go. Damn.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because he's really the Migos.
He's the one that wrote.
That's his flow. Without Takeoff, there is no fucking Offset or Quavo.
Yeah.
He's the one that was like, "Yo, come on, come rap with me, let's do this shit," and he had the flow and shit.
Damn, bro.
You know what I mean?
RIP.
So he's literally the Migos sound. You know what I
Rest
mean?
in peace, man.
Yeah.
Rest in
If you really
peace.
think about it, like, bro. And this thing was just sorry, studio.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah, now you gotta start censoring N-words. Yeah, just quiet dude. You know?
Is it, bro?
He was there for what he needed to do, and that was it.
A quick AI tool question.
But I do like probably Offset. Offset's pretty cool.
I was thinking about branding
But I
and
like
personality.
Quavo. I like Quavo too, though. Fuck.
Quavo lit. Huncho.
Yeah.
You.
You're too operational. You start thinking about operations right away.
I know.
We're talking about swag. Swag and art of
I
that.
know. I fucking.
If I let you cook, I let you cook.
engineering shit.
No, but see, we all do it, bro.
Pass them the ball.
Damn.
I do it fucking politics.
Pass them the ball.
All right, what you want?
About what?
AI tool.
Oh no. I had a question about editing.
Oh,
I was just interested.
we should ask ChatGPT shit.
Yeah.
All right, what editing work?
No. I was wondering like the AI program's been dope, right? Right now, if you say you upload an hour video that you recorded, can you type in a word to look for?
I don't know. I do know that there is AI that has a profanity filter.
Wow.
So if we wanted to, we can go in there. Maybe it does bring up the whole words, but we say whatever bad words we want.
That's cool.
But you're right. I think there is a profanity filter search tool inside of AutoCut. Sponsor us because we use you. And it will scan for the profanity words.
Nice.
What if we took those words and put it in a different language?
I don't know if it does all that shit.
That'd be funny as a bitch.
You would have to show up. If you show up,
I'm like, every time it would cut into like a curse word, it'd be
Spanish?
fucking or Japanese or in German.
What if I fuck with
Japanese
Chef?
be cool.
That'd be hilarious.
If I fuck with Chef because whatever you want to do and work on, he's like, I'll be here.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, I'll be right here.
We do a 15-minute skit of us
What we
just
doing?
talking
do it.
crazy, and then we'll substitute the words in a different language.
We could do it.
I don't know. Just that.
I'm just saying, if you want to do it, you gotta hop on it.
Since we're just throwing shit out there, that sounds like it'd be interesting.
It'll be cool
There's
though.
gotta be a way.
Yeah, for sure.
I
And
don't know about it though, but yeah, I try to think on it, but I don't think I know of an AI plugin that can do that.
no, I wasn't even worried about her doing it. I was thinking about the production game.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's switching up now, bro. There's a lot of podcasts that are still doing like live producers, like on the Button
So
podcast.
that's pretty cool.
They always got Parks noting shit down.
Yeah.
So live producing always works.
Well, it's always most optimal too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right then and there.
Yeah, I love that idea, because then it allows the opportunity to live stream too.
Yeah.
When you have live production. That'd be cool. In due time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was thinking. I was
We're
making
gonna run this bitch out and do whatever we want.
Yeah, it makes me excited. Like, imagine we can pay a live producer. That'd be dope.
Yeah, when you say imagine, actually imagine it.
Yeah.
See that shit. See it.
They're like right here.
They're right there, just doing. We're in a big ass warehouse. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta feel
see
it.
that shit.
Smells like
feel
weed.
it. How does it feel in there?
It smells like weed and it's cold.
Smells like weed up in this bitch. Damn, we have so much space. It's not hot and I'm sweating because it's very well ventilated.
There you go.
Damn.
Dude, it makes me respect more.
Shit sounds great.
It does. Sounds
Yeah,
good out
yeah,
there.
it
The
sounds
power of
great,
manifestation
man.
between
Wow.
three great minds.
The guy that did the factory house.
Fancy Factory.
Yeah, what's his name?
Rob.
Rob your dick.
Dude, I
Real
see-
big on manifestation, huh?
No,
Yeah.
but the whole that's what you want, bro. That's the goal. Create a fucking place where you
Absolutely.
can make money out of it.
Yeah,
So-
a foam pit. Crazy.
I actually had that as one of my goals 6 years ago at the apartment. I wrote it down for like, I don't know, my 10-year goal or something. It said like a content warehouse or like a creative warehouse or something.
Yes,
So yeah, that's something
That's
I
where-
wrote down a long time ago.
that's where Bradley Martin was so genius with his influencer gym, bro.
Yeah.
Especially just making it for them. It's a great place to work out, make content,
Yeah.
a network.
Build your little rooms.
Bro, I shout out to Derek, Movie Fitness. Like, Derek. We have a great network of friends there. Like, you just rent into a bunch of friends all there to work out. Yeah. So it's cool. But sometimes you get aware, like, all right, don't hog this machine or whatever. So that's why eventually you want your own space, bro. You do whatever.
Can there be a fucking gym where you can smoke weed in it?
Yes. Well, that could be the word. That's Rogan's fucking gym.
Not personal. I'm saying public.
Oh, not yet.
Licensing and shit.
Shout out to Emperor's Choice. The homeboy was telling me the weird rules was when it comes to smoking. You can only smoke in certified lounges or your home. Technically, here in Vegas.
Private property.
Yeah.
All right.
But if you have your own gym in your own warehouse, you can smoke in there.
Of course, bro. I get that part.
No, but I think eventually those rules they're gonna. Is the alcohol companies fighting it?
Yeah. Be a monopoly.
It's because at the end of the day they want to keep the alcohol selling.
What I'm waiting for is a movie theater with that's weed friendly.
Yeah.
That's pretty fire. That'd be a whole hot box.
Bro, yeah. You make all the money selling food and drinks.
That's why Nubu Cannabis.
Fire.
Nubu?
The one on
I've never been to their lounge, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're Indian. That's technically Indian territory right there. So they had a lounge years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do whatever the fuck they want.
Sponsors. No, we got a weed sponsor already. My bad.
No, they can work together.
Ooh,
the more the merrier.
Bringing businesses together.
Yeah, it's a dispensary.
Connecting the dots.
Yeah, that's a goal, bro. Content / like gym / offices. That's the goal.
Studio.
Huh?
Studio.
Yeah.
Like Trap House 3.0.
Yeah.
But like grown up.
Yeah.
And just fun as fuck.
What about
Trap Factory? What?
Trap Factory?
What were you saying?
Trap 3.0?
Trap 3.0? No.
TH 3.0? Trap House 3.0?
No.
TH3. That'd be dope saying though. TH3.
TH3.
I can see it.
I see it. The 3 can be squared or cubed.
I can see it in I can see it in Henderson. I think Henderson.
Do they have warehouses right here down the street? Right there on the fucking Cabana? Jimmy Durante.
Yeah.
And Trop.
Yeah.
Jimmy Durante.
And I'm curious what it costs to have a space there.
They be setting up a taco stand right there.
Yeah, exactly that one. You want to have an industrial space because they don't complain about noise.
There's a strip club right there too. Huh?
No, that's Babe's Cabaret. That's by Top
it used to be an
an
antique store right there. I think they closed that
one.
Yeah,
because that's all commercial. Yeah, you need to be commercial.
Yeah, they don't complain either.
Yeah, bro.
That'd be a good little spot.
Yeah, you want a factory house. There's something to it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Just having that space.
All inclusive.
You need a gym.
You know what's cool is you've been to Brian. Remember Brian? We used to work on cars and shit.
Yeah.
Right? On Bonanza and
Lamb.
His auto shop.
Yeah, and we always used to go up there and fucking just like tagged on the wall.
Yeah, that place. It's like even that type of space would be incredible. Like just right now, there's so much space to create rooms and still have a big ass creative space for anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to create a space, bro. That's literally the key right now.
His setup was lit too because it was like tagged all over, so like backdrops were lit. You know what I'm saying? He had the cars.
I hit him up, bro.
You could literally.
We could probably tie that in.
You could literally make it.
Put that together.
You could technically make it a little gym too. Like, well, a lot of these like gym places do. They'll just rent out warehouses.
Yeah.
Or like these office places. You ever seen like all those little like raw fitness kind of things?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On like Centennial office buildings and shit. Yeah. Boxing classes. They're all.
I think I think Naps things like that. His little wrestling.
Yeah, it's his
studio. For real?
Yeah.
Shit's not little more, bro. It's just big, bro.
Is it?
They're killing it. They're killing it.
I seen he had some fighters in there. Some champs in there. I was like,
they got a great program running right there, bro. Kids to adults. Yeah. So he trained with homeboy that won the championship.
Yeah, I was just seeing that shit.
Marab, yeah. Shout out to Nappy.
Yeah, doing it. Whole ATC
and the whole crew. But yeah. So like those warehouses, something like that. You're right.
That sounds like the next move then, huh?
But right now we just check Zillow, start throwing some numbers.
We could do that by the end of the year if we wanted to.
Yeah. We start talking to the right people, bro. That's all it is.
We gotta get our personal credit good, and then all get business loans, and then all use the business loans together to all fucking pitch in for it. Dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Put it under the LLC.
Yep. We might have to edit this out. Just put no game out there.
I got friends that do that shit already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all ideas are everyone's ideas.
Oh no, I know what you're saying. No. I'm saying like next you know that shit, we find a good spot. That shit's gone. What
it's
the
just
fuck?
TH3. We're like, what the fuck, dude?
I'm like, yo, did you guys full send that already?
I know.
Because I'm seeing it right now.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, that's cool idea, cool concept.
Yeah, gym. I think like warehouse. I think the simplest is a content studio and a gym. Huh? To keep it pretty simple. To start off.
Studio in the back.
Studio in the bag.
Studio in the bag.
Oh yeah. I like that studio and a bag, like a punching bag.
Oh, studio and a bag.
Yeah, that's the name of this.
I got the equipment already. Just need the space.
Yeah, bro. There's plenty of like independent contractors that have like, trained clients, and sometimes if it's kickboxing, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, or just regular physical trainers.
That's true.
That's all contractor work.
Yeah,
they could always come to your gym, but you need you need to find a niche in the gym, right? You have some badass equipment, or keep it simple, or what kind of gym are you? Cross fitness gym?
Yeah. What's the best way to utilize the space? So, best analogy I can think of is like the restaurants. They have a restaurant during the day and a nightclub at night. It's like, how can we always utilize the space to make sure our overhead is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're really not even stressing about the bill at all. We're like, the podcast pays for this. Everything else is just leisure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or extra.
The podcast studio has to pay rent. So Hangover Productions pays rent to TH3.
Okay.
And Hangover Productions is a recording studio. They record their own podcast and record other podcasts.
I get it.
And then you have what's the gym's name? Give me a good gym name. What would be the name of your gym if you had your own gym?
Traps only.
Traps only?
Just kidding. I don't know. We're trying to keep it with the trap.
We'll call it Hitter's Gym.
Hitter's Gym.
Hitter Gym pays rent to TB3.
Yeah, everyone pays rent to TH3.
TH3. So you're subleasing the warehouse supposedly.
Yeah. And now we're just writing off our little micro businesses.
Yeah.
Building the chain pretty much.
But it can all technically this is an interesting question.
Huh?
Yeah, can it all be under the same trust or corp?
Yes.
Are you allowed to give yourself that much contract work? That's what I wonder. And
yes.
Right?
I think so. I believe so.
Yeah. As long as all the taxes are being filed.
Yeah, so there's a common thing with millionaires to where they buy a holding company that owns cars and houses and they just rent it out to themselves. Mm-hmm. So essentially that's what TH3 would be, is kind of like a holding company that owns the warehouse and we kind of would just rent it out.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Sounds like a direction.
Yeah.
I think those two things you want right away.
Now we need action.
Huh?
So now we need action.
Yeah. Action.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder what's the rules in Vegas of BYOB, bring your own drinks.
I don't think there are rules.
Pretty sure people could drink there.
People are allowed to consume. You just can't sell it yourself. You need a liquor license to sell alcohol.
For sure.
Yeah. So to get a liquor license, kind of hard. They're gonna walk in like, you want to sell liquor in this fucking gym?
Does a bartender have a liquor license? Yeah, right.
Post workout.
Huh?
Post workout.
They have to get a bartender, whatever it's called, a bar cart, whatever that shit's called.
Yeah.
They're allowed to serve liquor establishments.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, what if we just use? Creative. I'm like, hold on, bro. We could just use it through a bartender, bro. If that's the case.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't serve drinks in there. You're right. You can't, as long as the bartender serves it.
There you go.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because I've seen it before.
So we can't sell it, but we run it through a bartender.
What?
I've seen. I hope I'm not putting no one on blast. I've seen establishments that rent out their studios, like where you can throw your banquet halls, and you pay for the bartenders.
The catering service.
But you bring your own alcohol.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, you can have night events and just charge them to come in, and the drinks are included. You're not selling liquor.
I've seen that too, actually.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Or you
I've seen that multiple
or you
times.
contract the bartender.
So we get a bartender and we get a bud tender.
Hey, you already got one covered.
Or you could do like roll or jiu-jitsu like nights where you come smoke and roll.
Roll and roll.
Rollbacks.
Rollbacks.
Like there's so many pothead jiu-jitsu guys. They would love shit like that, and that's just more friendly fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think of ways of we could do I'll do like a conspiracy. Come here, you guys ever seen the movie it's about college where the kid ends up making his own college.
Oh yeah, I think it's called Accepted.
Yeah, you ever seen Jonah Hill and the
Ask Me About My Wiener.
Famous scene, Ask Me About My Wiener.
Yeah.
That's a great movie, right?
He's dressed up.
Do you remember this whole story?
Mm-mm.
All right, he's in high school, senior year, pressure to get into colleges. Everybody else is getting in. He doesn't get into his college. I think he can't tell his mom, so he fakes it that he made up a school, and eventually it got out of hand, and people started showing up. So he started finessing it.
Yeah.
And it ended up working out, and then it went to a big deal, and then he made a whole big old speech, and eventually got credited. Fuck, why did I get here? Why am I saying this?
I know. I seen the movie. I just
Okay.
it was so long ago.
We're talking about bartenders.
So he eventually hires this conspiracy guy to be the political teacher. And then all he does is go outside and just rants about the politics. But it kind of makes sense, bro, because people are gonna come with their own point of view. So they're gonna learn anything, or it's gonna help them maybe enforce their point of view, but they're still learning.
It's like,
So that's gonna be me. That's gonna be Wednesday nights cigars. All right.
You know who I'm thinking about? There's this dude that always does that. The white dude who be sitting under a tent, and he be always talking about like I don't know, your rights, or he's always arguing with like trannies and shit. The white dude, you know his name?
Oh, Charlie Kirk.
I think Charlie Kirk. Yeah, he went viral because of that shit.
Yeah, he's the new Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro used to be the new hot dude in town, where like he would go argue at colleges and white people's floor.
Yeah.
But he kind of lost a lot of momentum with the whole Palestine Gaza thing. So he's like he's too mainstream now.
Yeah.
The new kid on the block is Charlie Kirk. Yeah.
So I've seen his stuff before,
and he's more handsome.
People wait in line to try and argue with him, and he'll just like cook them.
He'll
get in line and get cooked, motherfucker.
Here, prediction: he'd probably run for president within the next 8 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like that?
For fact. Yeah.
Him?
You're watching a political star be born. That's how it starts. Yeah, that's how it works.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I remember he was on the street just telling people.
That was Gavin Newsom at one point, California's governor. But he's straight political family. Nancy Pelosi's aunt.
Oh, wow.
His dad was the governor, I think, at one point or something. And when he was lieutenant governor, I already knew he was going to be governor. Like, he's going to be president one day. But COVID happened. He fucked up and followed Fauci. And then that shit burned him out. Okay, but yeah, that'll be my Wednesday cigar nights. $5, come hear me rant.
That's lit.
You can have dance classes there. Have like you could let a dance contractor pay you, or give you a split of the door for her to teach dance. However you want to handle it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But you just need mirrors. A gym should have mirrors anyways.
Bring your own mirrors.
BYOM.
Bring your own mama.
Bring your own mama.
Chef would be so tech savvy. He would just set up cameras everywhere and he'd put a screen. Why you need mirrors? We can show you.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Let me show you this.
How about we get projections, bro?
360 integrated full-time view.
Yeah.
Projectors.
You can see your ass without looking back. Be cool.
Yeah.
I like the thought though.
I think yeah, that's the goal now. That's the goal. Content warehouse.
Those are my goals anyway.
Yeah. And then you could always like run like what can you, bro? I'm talking about
you can do anything.
You can run
with space, bro.
Do people still make money reselling stuff on Amazon and having it come to their house first and shipping it out? Or it's all fucking buy here, ship there.
Fulfillment centers.
Yeah. What's a fulfillment center, first of all?
Order gets fulfilled, it goes to that center, they pack it up, ship it, whatever, and send it to you.
Or you pre-send inventory to a certain Amazon warehouse, and then when somebody orders it, somebody will package it and send it out.
Are third parties charging that, or that's all Amazon?
I don't really think it's as profitable as you would think. You need so much fucking space to...
Because boxes build up quick, yeah.
Yeah. but having a creative space in general, people can shoot, high production videos is really where the money's at. Being honest,
just and having producers to help. That's a lot. What a lot of podcast studios offer. They offer the producing too.
Yeah,
that's part. They obviously have probably different fees, right?
Yeah. I mean, that gets tricky too, though. You have a lot of cameraman people that are just freelancers, so they end up poaching a bunch of people too.
Oh, but bro, you know what? But
the real goal is to have just passive income already, to where that's just our creative space, bro. Like, it's cool if we have a gym and then we want to rent it out and shit too, but buying a warehouse with the intention to make money off of it is already the wrong approach.
Yeah.
It's like you scale the podcast to a point where, like, we have sponsors. People are giving us money to the point because of the viewership and, our messaging or whatever the fuck we got selling because of the traffic. And then we just reinvest it into a warehouse where we have a bigger creative space that leads to more traffic, better marketing, better content, higher quality production. And then we could do whatever we want with the rest of it.
Yep.
Studio in the back if I want to fuck around,
You put a trampoline in that bitch.
Quavo want to pull up, we make a song. Post Malone want to pull up, we make a song.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, by the way, we got this whole ass fucking podcast shit too.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Compound. Yeah, you don't want to name the Compound's such a dope name, but you almost don't want to name that.
It's probably already taken and trademark.
The Hollywood Compound. Compound.
Damn, I'm having a brain fart. So one of the first guys to ever do like real live podcasts, they would call it the Compound. He would live stream. He was a huge comedian.
They're gonna say cokehead. That was crazy.
Well, he acted like a cokehead. New York radio host, comedian, and he was like killing. He was like the Howard Stern of like local New York radio. Like, he was big, and eventually he got too controversial and they kicked him off the radio. He's like, "Fuck this!" He started running his own on the internet.
Yeah.
And that's what inspired Rogan.
Shout out Rogan.
But he would call it the Compound. But my boy might have been a little racist.
Damn.
It's too early.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, it's too early, bro. That's why he didn't have the space.
But I think he still does it to this day. Sometimes some people just like the little niche audience. I'm good.
True. Get washed by the wave.
Yeah. That's the most fascinating thing about Rogan. Rogan's the one person that has never looked at one fucking marketing thing. Not one thing how to brand yourself. None of that shit. His shit.
He just was.
His is most organic shit ever, bro. And I don't think anyone's ever gonna be able to really replicate it.
No. I think it's
because you got to take a hella shrooms, dedicated martial arts.
Well, he has a really good personal brand.
But you know what it was? You know what really was the most authentic part about it that won everybody over was his genuine curiosity.
Oh, yeah.
This dude was just curious and wanted to ask questions, and that's why he is who he is. Because he's just a regular fucking dude, but we're all regular dudes too. He's like, hey, I kind of want to know that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to Brendan Schaub today on his podcast. He was talking about one time one of the head guys in Metallica was on Rogan, and he was excited to listen to it. He's like, dude, this is the guy just talked about 2 hours he talked about bees for 2 fucking hours. Of course, Rogan was all interested, but I was like, what the fuck?
Beats?
Bees.
The
head guy at Metallica was on Rogan's podcast. And Brendan Schaub's like, bro, I was so excited. I thought he was going to talk about the good old days. All he talked about was bees for 2 hours. He's like, of course, Rogan was all interested.
That's funny.
Wow.
But that's the talent he has.
Joe Rogan's the more you know type of guy.
Yeah.
You know? It's just fucking teaching.
It's cool. It's cool to know, man.
Learn you something.
You do hear people, someone that can retain random information, and he's really good at retaining information.
Yeah.
You can tell people always get impressed by him. But I do remember. He does say this, and I can relate. If you really do find something interesting, you will remember it.
Yeah. It's like we talked about the memories before.
Damn, it's kind of a bore.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like it has to be important enough to stick.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, whether it's a type of information or a moment, it's like, oh,
right.
It made an imprint.
Yeah, and then in the bigger picture, it's just so you obviously gotta be passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
But then you gotta realize, I've seen this. I've been following your boy. How you say his name? Alex Hermosi.
Mm-hmm.
When his thing is like that passion's gonna go away.
Yep.
What are you gonna do after that? I think that's a lot of us hit that blockade.
Yeah. That's why you have to have your goals so far out, bro. Your goal, your why, your purpose is always gonna outweigh like that short-term satisfaction of, hitting that goal within your first passion or whatever. Just like anything, there's levels, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta have levels. Life is literally a game. You gotta design it your own way, or someone's gonna design it for you. Yeah. And that's what goals do for you. You start designing your own video game. Because if you don't design your own video games, someone's gonna design that shit for you, bro. I promise.
Yeah, you gonna get played, homie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think about it. You gotta design your life, bro.
Yeah. Or else, yeah, you can just get stuck in someone's simulation.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That's that system we talk about.
Design your life.
The last thing, shout out to Brother Shab. This is what I would like what Shab always says. He's like, you notice only like rich people and billionaires talk about how we're in a simulation. Like the single mom with 4 kids don't give a fuck about your simulation.
Yeah,
I gotta feed these kids.
Yeah.
Well, you know why,
it's true, though,
right?
Yeah.
I know why they think like that.
Yeah.
Because they were able to create a train of thought or a system that they knew worked within the coding that they were in, and they were able to achieve and break through certain obstacles that normal people can't accomplish because they understood the programming of the game, of the simulation.
Yeah.
They broke down the code and figured it out.
Yeah.
So only people that know the coding to the simulation understand that we're in a simulation.
Yeah, I think simulations.
Think about that, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I think simulations.
Cooking.
Give my horns.
Cook it right now.
Simulations definitely is real, but it's a very taboo word. It's more simple than some people might think.
Yeah.
It's one of those words that's simple, but it's deep, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's
because anyway you think about it, how freaking the universe started is a trip. You want to go black hole theory? Want to go Big Bang? Want to go God? All of it sounds like a miracle to me.
Yeah.
100%.
So
regardless of what the answer is, it's still holy shit.
Exactly.
Right? It's still like, what the fuck?
And then after that, you got this where like people have their existential crisis. The whole like, fuck, now what? Or the people like, dude, get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use what you know to your benefit, bro.
For sure.
I was I think so. It was interesting. I was listening to a Button podcast, and he was being honest about how like he was a little depressed, but not because of him. His life is good. Like he's killing it. But like it was sounding like more of an existential thing. Where like you ever just like why all this shit? Why all the bullshit happens? Like why is the world like this? Like this is dull. Like it's never gonna change, kind of thing. And to me, like a lot of existential thing. Thought he's going through, and he's like, and you ever think why or what's the point? Or like, oh no, he was saying this. He was saying, like, other than your own goals and your own family, all that you have faith in, do you have faith in anything else? And it's like that's when shit gets dull. Like, but then,
yeah.
And I never talked about the podcast, but in my head I was like, oh bro, what about God? Like,
Yeah.
That's where like, damn, like that, like I think that's what gets some people through God.
Yeah.
But some people has other stuff, or they just doesn't get through.
Everybody needs a force, bro. Something to believe in them.
But I'm sure Button does believe in God, but I think his point, like, yeah, God, I know God's there, but still to change the fact that this feeling's here.
Yeah.
I still gotta process this.
But it was cool. It was him being kind of vulnerable.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of the other guys they focus on how their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And it's all coming back to me. Ice was like saying like my kid keeps me moving. That's what makes me look forward. But he's like, yeah, but just put aside your kid. That's obvious. What else? And they're hoping like, dude, there is no what else.
Mm.
Like it is this what gives me going. Like I can't focus on other stuff.
It's the driving force.
So a brain so I'm a Button fan, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So he is an innovator. People don't like to see it sometimes, but sometimes like he's one of the few people out there, bro, that owns his shit 100%. Like some of these podcasts signed some freaking marketing deals, agency deals, and they sold some of their percentage. Like or they got huge partnership deals, and they kind of like they're stuck there. Button can work with anybody he wants, but obviously he relies on YouTube and Patreon. At the end of the day, he uses the platforms. So he's very self-made. So he obviously had his falls and he's building stuff up. Now everything he's building stuff, he's very 100%. So like Charlemagne and Button, there was always the Magneto and Professor X comparisons. I don't know who's who yet.
Yeah.
But obviously Magneto's more like fuck the system, blah blah. They fucked us over, so they fucked them back. And Professor X is more like, no, we can still save them as long as we save ourselves, kind of shit. So Charlemagne is a big iHeartMedia.
Yeah.
Is a big partner of his. And Charlemagne's always been on record talking about partnerships are important. Like, there's nothing wrong with partnering with people. Like,
so
that's how you build.
He'd be Professor X then.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Jay-Z's very partner forward. Like, Jay-Z likes to partner with people. And there's like Dame Dash. I think his downfall was, though, he was very forward thinking and very full ownership. But I think he had some fallouts with his emotions. They got the best of him.
Burn bridges because of that.
Yeah. But it's interesting, different personalities making it through their industries. The Magnetos and the Professor X. Some are Iron Man and fucking Captain America.
Some are Deadpool, huh?
Oh, my boy Drake. You can't kill that motherfucker.
Deadpool.
Della, could you explain what happened recently with the lawsuit stuff?
The last thing I saw was that the record company came out was just like calling the whole suing thing fucking retaliation, I guess, for a way to, he was going out sad, so he needed to do something.
I'm gonna try to find something real quick. I wonder if I saved it.
Real quick, Alex Media from Flagrant, he's like, bro, that lawsuit they basically went on the internet and saw what everybody was saying and threw in legal terms.
Yeah.
You just salty, you lost.
You sad, bro.
But there's one good point Schultz made. But the one thing they haven't claimed is saying we do this for everybody. The raise the bots. They can't say that on record. The minute they say on the record, that puts them liable
for a fucking bot movement.
Yeah. So and it exposes their music money maker, their money model.
Yeah. Bots. AI. Wally.
Well, yeah, Drake's not looking good in the streets. Hey, we were at the club. Nokia hits, bro. The song Nokia.
Oh.
It hits in the club.
Yeah, and then they play Squabble Up.
Fucker ain't going nowhere. He's not gonna go to LA no more. He's gonna stop at Houston.
We'll see, man. We have to give him like another year or two. I think so.
Yeah. You think Kendrick drops the album this year?
Nah.
I think he has one in him.
He probably does.
He has to have a lyrical miracle one in him.
Didn't he just drop?
Yeah, but that's a West Coast one, bro. That was for the West Coast.
That's the one, though.
Yeah, and he's still riding that wave, bro. He's still going on tour. Bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite albums.
There you go. GNX.
That one I could dance to, bro. And now we could be at the gym, man. And he still has some like Luther's dope.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a Baby Keem album from his camp, and then I want to see a bunch of the TDE artists drop.
Did you fuck with Doechii at all?
I fuck with her. I don't listen to her like that.
Do you know about much
about
about
what
her?
she's doing?
Look, she's the new hot rapper in town, but she's more like Lauren London kind of vibe, but she can rap.
She be rapping.
Dude, you guys know more about music than I do, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not a consumer. I'm a producer.
Yeah.
I create. I don't consume, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
TDE, they're on fire right now, bro. They can fight. They're doing great finding talent or pushing talent, huh?
Yeah.
That's good.
They're the last great boutique label. Would you say?
I think so.
Or any other great boutique label you could think of?
No idea. OVO? I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I really want to find this fucking.
Yeah, no, because they got a good camp, bro.
Right?
Yeah, all of the artists are fire. Absol, Schoolboy Q, fucking Isaiah Rashad.
The best boutique label before was who's the homeboy Migos are under? They just sold.
Oh, Quality Control.
Yeah, Quality Control had a Little Baby.
Yeah, they had a lot of people.
But they sold.
Yeah.
300 mil to Justin Bieber's manager. Homeboy's name?
Scooter.
I don't
Scooter,
know.
yeah, but under his music label.
That's big business, man.
Yeah.
Big business.
I'm so nosy, bro. I can't help. If it involves celebrity drama and money,
That's your tea, bro.
I might dabble. That's my guilty pleasure.
Bro, who's better than Young Money, Cash Money, though? Bro?
Ooh, oh, I got a question for you guys.
Drake, Kendrick, Nicki Minaj, Tyga. Chef went crazy. That was really simple.
That's Young Money.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said something else.
You said Kendrick in there.
I said Young Money. I said Kendrick?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, my bad.
You threw me off.
Oh, Drake, Tyga, Nicki Minaj.
And you said Kendrick.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's because I'm looking at Drake Kendrick shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I probably read it as I said it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Who else was in there?
Those are the main guys.
Oh, there's one more.
Mac Main.
No.
Gotta.
Gotta. You already said Tyga.
Yeah. Lil Wayne.
Oh, maybe I was thinking about Tyga.
Yeah.
Maybe Lil Wayne.
But bro,
There's more.
Well, yeah. All right, I got a question for y'all. Who has the best hip hop tree?
I can't find this shit.
So we got Dr. Dre. We got 50 Cent, Eminem, Snoop Dogg.
Well, 50 Cent falls under the Dre tree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody I'm naming is under Dr. Dre.
Got you.
Okay, and then you got Jay-Z. We got, well, we'll say stars. We don't have to just be hip hop. We got Rihanna, Kanye West, J. Cole. Just to give you some.
It's pretty good.
And then we got Lil Wayne. He got Drake, Nicki Minaj, and then we throw Tyga in there. Any other hip hop trees you can think of that can compete with them?
You said good music.
Good music would fall under Jay-Z.
Under Jay-Z, yes. Kanye.
Really?
Yeah,
Because that's Kanye.
But you really got to give Kanye the Dame Dash. That's the funny part.
Yeah. From that standpoint,
I was gonna send it to you.
You could do Eazy-E. Eazy-E has his own tree.
Oh, you talking about Suge?
Huh?
What did Suge Knight get?
I think Suge Knight falls under
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Really?
Yeah.
Dre goated.
Death Row.
Yeah.
Damn.
Eazy had his own thing for
Yeah.
sure.
You could throw Ice Cube under Eazy. Damn, would you throw Dr. Dre under Eazy? Nah. Dr. Dre was making music no matter what. Yeah. Yeah, he's one of the best ever, bro.
I'm like, who else?
Yeah, those are the main guys. You have to maybe go to New York.
Well, you can't even say Cash Money. You can't say Young Money because you got to say Cash Money.
Yeah. Yeah, Birdman. It's crazy how cheap Birdman been throughout the fucking years, bro.
That's how you maneuver, bro. At one point, Rick Ross, Maybach Music, they had a roster.
Oh, yeah, you could throw Meek Mill, French Montana.
Yeah.
Damn.
He had his own little, yeah.
Fuck, that's pretty good, bro.
He had a small little stint. I'm trying to think who else.
Nah, but it's looking like Dre.
Yeah.
Jay-Z. And Lil Wayne. You know why Lil Wayne hangs in there, bro? Because he got one of the greatest probably the greatest female rapper of all time. I'll say that right now. Nicki Minaj. As far as fucking numbers and rap capabilities.
Yeah.
She's still holding both right now. And then Drake, one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time. Fucking. So that's crazy. That's pretty good. Who you got? Who's the best hip hop tree? Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Kendrick, The Game.
I think it's all dependent on eras of when you listen to that music.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this with an artist. I gave him the analogy of like if you grew up watching Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan was the best basketball player. If you grew up watching Kobe was the best.
Nice.
And people of this generation think it's LeBron. So it depends on which time you predominantly were listening to music, or which one is remember we're talking about being stuck in time with our music. So who was ruling the time that you were being programmed with music is who you're going to be naturally inclined to say is the best, right?
Yep.
So I think it's all generational and it depends on the years.
The 3 eras I'm talking about is the 3 ones I grew up with. Dre, and then Jay-Z, and then Lil Wayne.
I mean, you got Kendrick, TD Camp. If you want to talk that.
Yeah, but let's be honest, bro. That like Kendrick, I feel like just started going crazy, bro.
Mainstream, yes.
Mainstream,
Yep. Yeah, on the mainstream level, you're right. He's number one.
But if we're talking talent, like all the motherfuckers are talented.
Everyone's talented. It's just preference, bro.
Yeah,
Everyone likes
100.
different shit. It's
Yeah.
just like EDM DJs, bro. Everyone likes a different type of
Bro,
music.
Did you see okay, so to give you some analogy, when you know how you seen a Big Meech guy out of prison recently?
Yeah.
And they had a big old Rick Ross gonna throw him a big old festival supposedly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dot, he's my witness. When it first came out, I saw the flyer, janky ass flyer, right? I told Dot, this shit ain't gonna happen, bro.
Mm.
And then like a month later, Dot hates when I'm right because I'm a show off.
Yeah.
He's like, God damn it, bro, was right. They canceled it. It just didn't work out for whatever reason. J. Cole knows how to throw real festivals.
Yeah.
Throwing live events is fucking hard, bro. But if you go look at his new Dream, what's it called, Dream World?
Yeah.
That lineup is insane, bro. They got some serious acts.
Yeah,
2 days.
bro.
Like, holy shit. Shout out to they must be paying these guys.
It's a lot of. I mean, that and I think the fact that it's J. Cole, people fuck with him.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, so you might get the homie price?
I think so. No, I mean not necessarily. Yes, probably the homie price, but like, if I was doing an event, for instance, and I was like, hey, like, I think people are more accepting to accept a favor or like do shit like that if they fuck with you.
But you think some people go in there without getting paid? I have a hard time believing. I think guest spots, like people, that's for fun.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm in town, blah blah blah. But they're flying to North Carolina. People getting paid, or maybe like you can like, hey, I'll send you the PJ, I'll send you a plane, I'll send you get the hotel room, come kick it.
Yeah.
I can see that. You're right.
Or like, for instance, if we think about like the pop out, for instance, when Kendrick did that, it's like, did all of them get paid, or was that just based off the strength of an invitation? Like,
yeah,
hey, bro, like,
but
think about doing this. What do you think? Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, but those are all LA homies. That's why I pulled up too, though. We're talking about North Carolina.
I mean, you still got a lot of people in that, in that region, bro. Especially people from his camp.
You're right.
So
maybe that's how it's possible. You're right. I was just assuming like their management is good, and they're paying these people.
I wouldn't assume that either. I mean, it's safe to say everybody's gonna get bread, but I think in terms of building a lineup like that, yeah.
Like we're probably not gonna see that Usher festival. What's it called?
Lovers and Friends.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be back, bro.
That's the one that got shot up.
Yeah. Did it really? I was super impressed when I saw that lineup. I'm like, yo, this is cool. They're bringing back 2000s music.
Yeah.
Bro, it's the only
cool.
It's the only festival I've ever been to where no music was playing at all at once. You couldn't hear
music.
Because all the stages were like in between sets and stuff. You know, all these fucking artists run late or some bullshit's going on.
No music.
Not to mention it was they threw that shit in the middle of summer.
That's just hot. EDC learned a long time ago. Bro. Yeah. EDC is so well ran, bro, if you think about it.
Yeah.
The traffic's still a bitch, but they made that shit last.
Traffic. I hate traffic more than celery.
Huh?
I hate traffic more than celery.
For real?
Yeah. Celery's gas. What the fuck?
I'm not crazy about celery.
Celery's so good. You lose calories while eating celery.
Do you dip it?
I need more calories.
Huh?
Do you dip your celery?
What?
With salt? Do you dip it in ranch?
Oh, no, you're an asshole. You're fucking stupid.
Why?
Technically, if you eat celery by itself, you actually lose calories, then gain calories.
Yeah, okay.
If you eat energy expenditure to chew a celery is way more than the calories it gives you.
Oh, wow.
You know that?
No.
It's like all water, right? It's
damn.
like one of those water vegetables.
I gotta start.
Yeah.
My fat ass needs to start eating that, bro. I gotta learn how to snack on that.
It's a sharp taste, bro. I'm not crazy.
I do dip it in ranch, though.
I know, bro.
So it definitely.
You are sauce king.
Lot more.
Sauce king, because he's a chef.
Sauce master.
So on record now, what's the hottest shit you ever ate?
Ooh. Nothing. I'm unspiceable.
Dude, tell me about the chicken sandwich.
I know. Fuck. I just didn't want to tell the whole story because it's so long.
Just tell it. Tell me the name of the place and I'll tell you for you.
Time, bro. Fuck. All right. So this one time, I had this Uber Eats addiction, right? So check this out. I'm ordering Uber Eats every day, and naturally, when I order food on Uber Eats, I get the spiciest level possible. So whatever is the spiciest level, guess what? I'm getting it. So I'm ordering Houston's Hot Chicken, and there's Liftoff, and there's HWH, something, other letters. Houston, we have a problem. And I didn't know that if you go inside of Houston's Hot Chicken, you have to sign a waiver to eat this fucking thing. Over 2 million Scoville units, right? So I order my Uber Eats. I'm upstairs playing Call of Duty. At this time, I'm playing fucking Call of Duty Warfare, just nerding out, right? And I get this Call of Duty sandwich. Fuck. I get this Houston's Hot Chicken sandwich. Open up the bag like a happy little fat boy. Like, yeah, I got my sandwich and shit. And I look at it. I'm like, cool. Open the box. Light. I do this shit all the time.
Did your eyes burn at all? Like, can you smell? Or?
I smelt it, but come on, man. I eat spicy shit all the time, bro. I've had the spiciest beef jerky, spiciest hot sauce, fucking devil's blood, like all type of shit. I bite this thing, and I'm like, holy shit, that's hot, right? Don't think anything of it. I'm like, yeah, it's always spicy when you bite it, but it goes away. Spice always goes away. I'm like, all right, cool. I take another bite, and I start to realize, like, it's not going away. It's getting worse. This is getting worse. And I feel it, like, kind of hit my stomach, and I start to sweat. I think it was like panic mode just hit. Like, oh, we fucked up. So I start sweating, getting cold. I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck. I go to the bathroom and I'm like, okay, well maybe it's my stomach just hurts, whatever. I'll try to sit on the toilet, and the pain just getting worse and worse and worse to the point where I'm sitting there just trying to throw up, poop, do whatever I can, get it out of my system. And the pain gets so excruciatingly bad that now I'm laying on the floor. Nothing's coming out. I'm laying on the floor. I'm squirming. I'm like punching the walls. I'm like, excruciating pain. And I'm laying there, and I'm at the point where I called my girl at the time, and I called my mom. They both didn't answer. I literally had like 911 typed out, like ready to press it, but I was like, nah, like I'm thinking about the ambulance bill. I've already had medical issues before to where like I had this whole shit happen. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna thug it out. I end up laying there for 2 hours. I fall asleep, and I'm thinking, okay, cool, everything's fine. I get up. I go back to sit on my computer, and I guess the way I positioned my stomach and sat back down, it moved it, and I had to go back and lay down to where it's like 4 hours accumulation of me squirming and being in pain, to where the second time I got up, I was like, okay, cool, I'm fine. And I have pictures of the sandwich. I took 2 bites, and ever since then, that's the one piece of spice that ended up winning my whole life.
Wow, bro.
Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, chef had a problem. Like, that shit fucking fucked me up.
That must be one of the most spiciest things you can eat in town.
Now it's not on the Uber Eats menu.
It's too dangerous.
You should have sued them.
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
You
I
signed a
should've sued
waiver.
them.
You signed a waiver.
Yeah. I didn't sign a waiver, bro, but yeah. I guess it's more the waiver if something happens to you inside their store, because then they're liable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wow. That's a crazy story.
I know.
That's good.
You should have left a review.
I got one story before we leave.
What you got?
One time it was for my birthday, like before COVID, so it was 2019 or 2018, 7 years ago. I throw myself a birthday party at my dad's house, his backyard, and me and Ray are flying to Miami that weekend. Thursday night, I throw myself a birthday party at 5 p.m. Our flight's at 9 p.m. or 11 p.m. And so we party, we're kicking it in my house, and they're like, all right, we gotta go.
Where'd you guys go?
To Miami, me and Ray.
Oh,
Shout out to Ray.
I think I remember this.
And so we're gonna do a quick 3-day trip, go to Ultra, 2 days, and come back.
I definitely remember this thing.
And then it was cool. We just rented an Airbnb, just a bedroom, quick trip.
Yeah.
We're the owners were there cooking breakfast. We're chilling with them.
Kicking it.
All right, so I threw myself a birthday party for my birthday. 5 p.m. Flight's at 11 p.m. We're kicking it, drinking, having a good time. It's like 9 o'clock. Like, oh shit, we gotta go. We homegirl drives us out to Stacy. She drops us off at the airport. On the way to the airport, we're drinking.
Yeah.
Ray pulls out edibles. Like, hey, bro, take these so you don't want to take them on the plane.
Yeah.
Boom, take the edibles. Boom. We rush through TSA. We get through. Next thing you know, I'm already drunk. The edibles hit. Boom. I'm fucking crossfaded.
Like,
we got on the plane. I started getting hella fucked up, crossfaded, bro. And I had to throw up. The plane was empty.
Yeah.
I had to throw up, and the plane was taking off. Like, oh no, hell no, you're not gonna make a scene here, bro.
Yeah.
Hell no. I throw up in my mouth, and I just swallowed it all back down. Like I'm sad, but bro, I'm not gonna make a scene on this plane. Hell no, I'm not getting kicked out or nothing. And then I swallowed it, just knocked, and then we knocked out all 3 seats. I probably stank, bro.
I low-key done that at the club. Like, I've thrown up in my mouth and still fucking drank it.
Like, no. You decided to do the stupid shit. You're not gonna make a scene, doggy.
Shit.
Let's get to Miami.
I'm gonna throw up for sure.
Shout out to Ray, bro. We land. I'm like, we're still kind of faded. We get the rental car, and finally we're driving to our Airbnb. Like, Ray, got pull over.
You feel so much better after you throw up too, man.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out Ray.
Damn.
But yeah, we should call it a night, anyways, dog.
Wait, does Dylan have a story?
Do I have a story? I didn't eat anything spicy like that.
One time at band camp.
One time we was at the day club. I think it was at, where was it, bro? We went to, was it Tao? I don't know. We was at Tao. We was getting turned up, you know, taking shots like we usually do. And that was probably, I don't remember if I didn't eat or if like I had a night before. But you know, I was getting that feeling of like, hey, bro, you need to throw up. And I was gonna throw up. So there was like in the back by the TVs and shit, they had like plants. Everyone was out there dancing and shit. And I just gonna, you know, maneuver my way to the back and we're just like, oh.
The cabana?
Yeah. Threw that shit right behind, and then she was cool. And then they called me out. They're like, hey, bro, you throw up over here? I was like, Maybe.
I'm
gonna let that out. Yeah.
The shit you get away with, bro. We paid 3 G's for that shit. Come on, help us out, bro.
Shit.
Bro, we used to be fucked up all the time, bro. I remember we went to buffet at Asia one time with AJ.
Yep.
And this dude threw up on a bush. And the next time we came, that bush was dead. That bush died. So it was just like a dead bush, and all of them were alive. So it was like the one that he threw up on ended up dying over time, bro.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Were you there?
Yo.
Oh my god. Yes, bro. You remember, right?
Yeah,
I know you were there for sure, bro.
I do remember.
That's funny.
He threw up on the bush. Next time we go back, the fucking bush was dead.
AJ, we're gonna tag you. That's too good.
He'll remember that shit for sure.
That's funny, bro.
So funny.
You just gotta let it out sometimes, bro.
But yeah, that shit you get away as a kid, bro. You can't do that shit older.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you remember Beer Olympics?
Yeah.
That's what we called it.
Everybody was
Yeah.
thrash.
Did you throw it
Beer
before
Olympics.
our last game or the final round?
Was it me?
I'm just asking.
Oh, I did go out. I think I did go outside and throw
I
up.
think, yeah, we all
Yeah.
we had to, bro.
Yeah.
No, because y'all were drinking
so
beer
much
and they're
beer.
running around like, yeah, that shit.
Yo,
was all
shout out
bad.
to the East Side, bro. We threw a beer Olympics.
Beer Olympics is crazy.
Like we're like 19, 20 years old, and we had all these different events.
We were 21.
Yep. And then there was like beer pong, flip cup, and other few ones, right?
Yeah.
And we got to the finals.
Oh, there was a rally one.
Yeah.
We had to run all the way down the dirt.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
With the fucking bat and shit. Yeah.
That was cool.
The spinning and shit. I was like,
come
oh,
back.
damn. I remember I went to watch. I didn't
Flip
play.
cup was fucking cool.
I want to do a
beer pong, of course.
I want to do a 2.0 beer Olympics, but just do beer pong and flip cup.
So
Cool.
when you would do that?
Would you throw a third one?
Me?
No, like, is there any third competition that sounds cool, doable?
Hell no.
No, huh?
Grown up.
Beer pong and flip cup. Put some money. $400 a team. 5 players.
Yeah, man.
Poker.
Poker
Pass.
tournaments are the thing, huh?
I'll pass. Sounds fun, but
I just want to get my competitive juices
I like the boxing and MMA stuff.
There
I
you
would
go.
rather compete in an MMA fight than fucking flip cups with fucking grown ass men. The fuck?
Remember how all the people went to World Series of beer pong?
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, we knew the rules and everything. The legit
Of
rules.
course, legit rules. Yeah.
We're at the real $50,000 competition here that they would hold in Vegas.
Yeah.
The World Series of beer pong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WSOBP.
Bro, we were so into it. We would look up like how much you had to pay $500 to get in. But
You got a room though.
yeah,
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah, you got to stay at the Flamingo.
Yeah, we walked in that bitch. Weren't you on the newspaper? No.
Not me. I wasn't. No.
Yeah, someone was on
No,
newspaper. Yeah,
because they took pictures of the tournament, like the winner and shit. I
Yeah,
think
like, it was like
it might have been you and
Review Journal.
John
It wasn't
back.
me. It's probably Joseph. I'd remember something like that, or maybe I would remember something like that.
Yeah, you
I
would
think
remember.
you two. I think you two had
Yeah.
went the first day.
There's no fucking chance.
Yes, bro,
Yeah.
you were.
Because y'all were the first two to go. And then I remember I went the later.
And
Yeah,
we're
but-
on the newspaper.
Like in the back. You know what I'm saying? They took pictures of like the
Fucking
people.
Okay.
crazy. I don't remember that at all.
I do.
But Bert Kreischer said this the other day that his doctor told him, who knows how true this is, but this might help. This might make you worried. Xannies are way more likely to make you have Alzheimer's.
I didn't even do them that much.
No, but you remember like back in the day? That's why you don't remember this
I
shit.
don't remember back in the day.
Yeah.
That was a lot
That's when
worse
we was
shit.
doing. We was getting blacked out.
You gotta think about 10 years of that type of lifestyle, bro. The
Yeah.
Xannies was only
That's what
about
I'm
a
saying.
year.
No, I'm saying
Probably not even a year.
you doing so much cool shit. I don't think you remember half of it.
I don't.
No,
He lived it.
Yeah, but there's more
Baby.
cool shit still happening. That's why
Facts.
it's like,
no, that's fine. I'm saying,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying I remember.
oh,
I was like, yeah, I think I remember that too, bro.
oh, fucking cool.
Mm.
I was
Yeah.
on the newspaper.
Yeah, homie in the back.
That's funny.
Celebration.
As fuck. That's interesting though.
It was cool, bro. We were young as hanging out with these grown ass men.
Yeah, I'm using Chad's ID. Legend.
We were keeping up, bro, with the best beer pong players.
Oh yeah.
Some in the
Yeah.
country.
The country, yeah.
Country my ass. We was better.
We had to respect, but those boys could drink, bro. I didn't
Yeah.
really ever play with alcoholics this whole time.
Right.
They're getting fucked up on Wednesdays.
It's like anybody's good at beer pong sober. How good are you after fucking all those rounds
Yeah.
when all that shit is on the line?
And
It's
you're
like,
you're full.
and you're fucking full, you're bloated, your fucking coordination's fucked
I
up.
don't want to drink no more.
Remember, I don't want to name his name, but remember that dude that was he played AA baseball, but he was really good at beer pong. He was a
Yeah.
pitcher.
Do we know him?
He was popular at the bar. His name was Justin.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have him on Facebook back
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah,
I didn't really play baseball, like
Yeah, that-
professionally.
Well, he tried to. That was his whole thing. But it was kind of like
Justin was cool.
Yeah,
he's a good dude.
But imagine as a bitch, bro. You're drinking all that alcohol. You try to be sport. That shit's.
There's no way he was gonna make it. A big old pot belly ass boy.
But he had an arm.
Beer belly ass boy.
My boy.
Good times.
Yeah.
I want to play some beer pong on a yacht you rent for a week.
Why would you rent it when you can own it?
Ooh. It's expensive. It's
expensive.
Maintenance is crazy.
Fuck that. Think bigger.
Okay.
Think bigger.
Oh, here we go. How big? What kind of yacht would you want? And I wonder like
Lamborghini yacht.
Oh, so you think it's expensive yacht?
Nah, I mean
like a 70-footer yacht. It's probably like what, $500,000. Those are like nice regular yachts. That's like we call a yacht barely. They're not big, huge, but they're nice.
Like on the Rush Hour, like on Rush Hour 2.
No, that's 100-footer.
I mean, I don't really think it's about.
It's not about the size of it.
That might be like 100. That might be like 150.
Like so much interior designing and shit. Like price range is kind of irrelevant to the size. I feel like, but yeah, size is a good way to gauge the price of a fucking yacht.
Yeah, McGregor's yacht is fucking smaller than 70-footer. They're probably a 50-60-footer. But that shit is probably all tricked out
and shit.
Yeah, nice motors.
Yeah. So what would you want the yacht to be? The intention of it? You want a big ass party yacht, or you want a personal travel yacht? Is your question here? Like
you ever seen a Rick Ross yacht? That's a nice small yacht. That's probably like a 70-footer.
Yeah.
Or maybe smaller.
That's decent.
But it's probably all hooked up.
Yeah, I guess it really depends on your intention of what you want the yacht for.
Cause I've been on a yacht in Miami, and depending on what port you're at, if your yacht's too big, you gotta wait for the bridge to open. I wonder if at nighttime they won't open for you. I don't know how that works.
Well, first,
get a submarine. Go underneath it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I really don't know.
Yachts are fun though. Yeah, dude. You guys ever seen so there's different type of yacht hopping, right? You see like in Miami, people line up their boats and like jump yacht to yacht. That's cool, right? It looks dope. But like, you ever see like the Monte Carlo yacht hopping, like Formula One weekends in Monaco?
Those like the big Titanic
200-footers next to each other, bro. That's different kind of money.
What does that go for?
500 mil, 300 mil, 200 mil.
Yeah, I've seen the Jeff Bezos' yacht. I've seen like an all black one, all blacked out. That looks fucking insane.
Yeah.
And it carries a smaller boat inside of it.
Yep, helicopter pad, all that shit.
Yeah.
I was hearing the Tate brothers. I guess what Tristan's idea is, bro. Let's buy a yacht, live on it. Let's build a yacht and live on it. They might do that.
Yeah.
You're on international waters.
Pull up to a port.
Yeah, depending where you pull up to.
Live the pirate life.
It sounds like a cool idea, bro, but after I did the cruise this past winter, it feels weird just being on the water the whole time, bro. Like, you're always fucking moving. You know what I mean? And it looks kind of scary sometimes when you look out at night and you see the fucking choppy water. It's like, bro, if I fall in there, I'm dead.
Yeah.
You're done.
You imagine you get there's some stupid intrusive thoughts. Or not really. Like,
about what?
Like, do you ever get the intrusive thought? What if I jumped over?
I jumped over, maybe fell over?
No.
You know what
I'm talking about?
That's a crazy question.
People have intrusive thoughts where if you're on a cliff, like, what if I fell right now? What if I jump right now? We ever driving, like, what if I crash right now?
Oh, I mean, that's natural people's survival instinct, right?
Yeah, because
it's just natural fear thoughts.
Exactly. It's just it's the instinct fear you're feeling, and that's how it transforms into thought.
It's the sirens.
Well, I don't understand when people are fearful of like movies of serial killers or shit that doesn't really happen. I'm like, the shit that you really should be scared of are fucking sharks, are bears, or shit that could actually fucking kill you. But being scared of like fucking stuff that can't harm you, like, I don't want to say I don't believe in ghosts, but ghost shit or whatever, like, if you believe that something is real, then you might create that false reality for yourself. But what you should be scared of is shit that can actually fucking kill you. So that's what I think my natural fear is like, I'm terrified of a shark if I'm in the water with a shark.
Yeah.
Who the fuck wouldn't be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's maybe where my thought process is of like, damn, there's actually something in here that could fucking kill me.
Yeah.
If I fall in there, I potentially could get ate.
I swam with sharks.
You did?
Yeah, Hawaii. It was dope.
That's fire.
But you go with marine biologists, so they'll take you to an area where you're most likely going to be around safe sharks. And sharks work under like any other hierarchy system. The bigger predator is always on top. So as long as you stay on top, they'll respect you.
That's pretty cool.
But if it's a great white, it's different. The great white's great. That's the main predator.
It's a big dog.
I'm just thinking about Jaws and how sharks come up and get people on boats.
Steven Spielberg did such a great job with that film. You never really showed him.
Yeah,
it was all anticipation, music, soundtrack. Yeah.
I was seeing something or read something about sharks. The reason why they attack people is because their vision is so bad that they fucking think we're seals or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know? But they don't intentionally try to fucking eat humans.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just idiots.
Yeah, they're just, No, they're not idiots.
No, not idiots.
Great white sharks are gutted.
Dude,
Imagine killer whales.
That's probably my first tattoo. Is like, did I ever tell you? I think it gave you the idea of like the yin yang sign, or with the Pisces sign inside of it, because the Pisces sign is two fish swimming. But if we're any type of fish, we're sharks.
Yeah.
But two sharks?
Two sharks swimming in unison.
That's it.
It's the same analogy. It's like, oh, which wolf are you feeding? Well, I just so happen to be a fucking fish, so I'm a shark.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I put my own spin on it. Which shark are you feeding?
Do you ever get in the ocean?
No, I don't.
I love the ocean.
Nah, I don't like it too much. Only because, I guess I don't like cold, bro. Really? You put me in a fucking Dubai and maybe a warm ocean. I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Even in the swimming pool, fuck that. You give me in the jacuzzi, I'm like, all right, bet.
I'm not gonna lie. Something about cold that is so thrilling.
Cold plunges.
Have I ever told you the story about I almost drowned in Hawaii?
Yeah, with your shorts?
Yeah, did I tell it on the podcast already?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. I love that story.
I think so. I think you did.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Because you're battling for your life.
That shit's funny.
I ain't gonna die naked.
Damn, we're gonna run into that where we're gonna start repeating stories and wondering if we said it.
Rogan says all the time, sorry guys.
I might have said that I might have said this on the other thing, but
me, I gotta be conscious of it right away because I repeat myself a lot.
Hey, does Nick Cannon still do his podcast?
Yeah.
Really?
He does interview style.
I wonder why I don't see him very often as far as clips or anything.
He's very niche now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, I was curious. You're talking about Joe Budden. I was thinking about Nick Cannon the whole time, just thinking about him for some reason.
Yeah, he has a small little community. He's been trying to run a crypto coin recently.
Oh, that's why people aren't fucking with him.
But he said he's holding. He made a whole rule. He's not selling. Blah blah. He's trying to build a community supposedly.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So he should still be holding. And he was like calling out, like trying to get buzzed, calling out like Andrew Tate and stuff like that. But like he's friendly, talking shit.
Yeah.
And then he would talk shit about what's Stool Presidente? White boy runs Barstool.
Oh, I don't know his name.
David Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy does the opposite. He'll say, I'm doing a dump. This is a scam. You're not going to make money. Here's the coin. And he'll call it the coin greed.
That's funny.
And he's already done one greed and greed 2.0, and he's made a bunch of money. He's telling you guys are dumb. Don't buy this shit. Blah blah.
People still buy it.
But you know why these coins work? We gotta accept they're it's casinos. It's gambling. Everybody throws their money on it, but now everybody's gonna get their money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of cycle.
Yeah. But as long as everybody understands that. But if you put your fucking life savings or a bunch of money into Haktua coin, that's all you, doggy.
Comes down to the choices you make, man.
Yeah.
But it's like a gambling crowdfunding. Right, we all fund it, and then you got time when to take it. You time it wrong, it's gone.
It's like participating in a snatch and grab.
And depending how much you're willing to throw in there, you're allowed to pull back times of it. But if you wait too late, you will get zero.
Passed out. Thank you.
But see, that's fair. As long as we understand the rules.
Yeah.
Have you looked into Polymarket? It's basically a betting website. People bet on anything, and then the people.
Dude, I have a friend, Greg.
Yeah.
He was doing that shit. So I don't know if he's still signing Yahoo Sports or whatever the fuck he's got going on, but he was here creating a song for Poly Market.
Nice.
So I have the theme song for Poly Market on my computer.
So
Isn't that crazy?
So they were doing the presidential odds, and it was looking hella high Trump. So that's why I was following it. Like, oh yeah, Trump's gonna win.
Yeah.
And you usually see where the market goes. They're usually pretty spot on, because it's all audience betting. Audience voting with their money.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
It's like Coliseum games.
Yeah, he was showing me that you could bet on so many different like fucking weird ass
Events,
games, like
yeah.
whatever's on TV, you could bet on type shit.
Yep. So it's a good indicator too of how people feel about certain markets, industries.
Wow.
You got it too.
Poly Market. But listen to the beat it's on. That song. Wait. You know where's this from? I don't know if I'm allowed to play it. Might get fucking copyright and trademark.
What's that sample?
Fuck. Blankers. Yeah. Fucking yes. I forgot what the fuck it is.
That's fine. You want to look at it?
Oh, I can find it right now.
Yeah.
It's in my.
That's crazy how you.
Oh, Maps. It's literally called. It's called Maps.
Mm.
Yeah, it's called Maps. The song's called Maps. I think.
Not from Dora, right?
Dora the Explorer. But yeah, it's crazy you mentioned Poly Market.
Yeah. Full circle right there, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting company to watch grow. I think there's a future there. Any last thoughts, guys?
If it's a penny for a thought, how much is your 2 cents?
Sweet.
Does that mean you have only 2 thoughts?
Nope.
You giving 2 cents?
No.
So I don't need your 2 thoughts. 2 cents.
I think if your words hold weight, it's more than 2 cents. It's worth more than 2 cents.
But then why is it called giving your 2 cents?
No clue. Because it's penny for a thought.
I think A type personalities are more likely.
Penny for a thought. So that means you're giving 2 thoughts, 2 opinions.
I don't know. That was just a thought.
How much? So that was a penny.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, you're on something.
So does that mean you're making sense?
I'm always making sense.
But sense is plural, so that's 2 thoughts, right?
Oh,
so when you give your 2 cents, does that mean that you're making sense?
It's a thought and an opinion.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you making sense?
That's cool. I like how you saved that, bro. Now you like.
What do you mean save this? I was going at the whole time.
Okay, because you were sounding ridiculous at first.
No, bro. Do math. 32. It's magic.
2 cents.
I think the whole idea is how quantifiable is your thought.
It's worth $5.
If just because your one thought's worth 1 cent, doesn't mean the next one's only worth 1 cent too.
So yes, maps. That's what it's called. Fuck. Right. So you're saying that thoughts can hold more value, which
Per thought. This 2 thoughts might not be worth 2 cents.
Words hold value.
So when people say, I don't want to hear your 2 cents, that means your stupid ass thought because it's only worth 2 cents.
I guess so.
Right? So how much can a thought actually be worth then?
That's good. Because those things have nothing to do with each other. Those 2 expressions have nothing to do with each other.
I'm still trying to connect it to I just want it to make sense.
Okay. All right.
It is making sense, bro. Make it 2 cents.
Make it 2 cents.
Make it 2 cents.
It's making too much sense.
2 cents.
That was funny. I have a different interpretation. Say the quote one more time, and I'll tell you my interpretation.
No, you just gotta cook. Just cook.
All right. He said, "A thought is worth a cent. How much is 2 cents worth?"
I said, if a penny's worth a thought, how much is your 2 cents?
Worth. Okay. What I interpret from that.
Penny. If a penny is worth a thought.
Because they say penny for a thought.
Yep.
Right.
How much is your 2 cents worth? So I'm saying, if a penny's worth a thought, a good thought is worth way more than 2 cents.
Say yours again. What is it?
If it's a penny for a thought, how much is your 2 cents?
It's a penny for a thought.
I knew you were gonna do this. I knew you were gonna do this.
Come on, man. It's transactional, bro.
Yeah.
So how much?
You're trying to bend rules and be like, yo, but thoughts are worth more. But the rules here are, it's 1 penny for 1 thought. So if you're getting 2 cents, you're exchanging 2 thoughts for it. That's literally, there's no fucking science mix up.
Yeah, so you're answering this question.
But I said that earlier. I
Yeah.
said 2 thoughts.
I love how literal you
You know
are.
what I'm saying? It's making sense because it's making 2 cents.
It's like, hey.
Yes, it makes sense.
I'm like, there's no wrong answer.
But now
It's
No,
just
he's saying there is a wrong answer. He just told me my answer is wrong.
No,
No.
but now you're saying that like, oh, but now thoughts have more weight. But the whole equation here is that you're getting 1 penny for 1 thought.
I'm saying not every thought's worth just 1 cent.
But the
Or
equation and the rule set here is, hey, whatever thought you give me, you're getting a penny for it.
Yeah,
That's the rules here.
yeah. That's one
It
formula.
can be worth more, but who you're bargaining with in the set rules, whoever's the merchant is only going to pay you a penny for whatever thought you give them, whether you think it's
Yeah.
worth more or less of that
Yeah.
penny. That's the value it is given.
Exactly. And there's thoughts with exponents on it.
You're tripping, dude.
I say myself.
No, you didn't. You're fucking you're coping. You're coping hard.
Thought is X and an exponent is 5.
But yeah, obviously some thoughts are way more powerful than
Yeah.
others. I mean, think about Elon's thoughts.
2 cents is worth more.
Or maybe we can't even think of Elon's thoughts because his thoughts
We
are
can't
so
afford it?
fucking valuable.
Yeah. That's the goal, though, right?
That's the goal.
Our 2 cents.
But my favorite
Was there an answer?
no.
You're just saying it?
It's an
No, that's
expression.
just like I'll like come across expressions or like stuff like that, right? Little sayings, and I like put them together, and then like I equate my own equation and just think about it. Might not be an answer, but
my favorite Steve Jobs quote is when like 1989 after Apple took off. He's like, if you look around at all the great people around you, all the great leaders, great thought leaders, everything they started with, it all started at the thought.
Mm-hmm.
They're no different than you.
it starts with
shit.
it starts with an idea.
Everything we see was all created from a thought.
Yeah.
Everything is thoughts. Thoughts are living things that manifest into reality.
Yeah, become physical.
They become physical. So by choosing to have great thoughts and grand thoughts and amazing thoughts, you can create said thoughts.
$5 thoughts.
Yeah, not 2 cents.
Tell them.
$100 million thoughts.
There you go.
I hope that makes
Yacht
sense.
type thoughts.
Yep.
I hope that
Big
makes
booty
sense.
thoughts.
He's hitting cents right now.
Making sense.
Crazy. Heavy capital.
Shit. We cooked.
I love it. I think we ended with that.
Poetically snapping.
He's not gonna end it.
Nah, I guess we're dead.
No, we can keep going. I'm good. You're the one that told me it's past your bedtime, sir.
I'm just hungry again.
Oh.
You trying to eat?
I'll eat if you need to eat.
For what you trying to eat?
I'm a road dog, dog.
You don't got work tomorrow?
Limones.
I don't drive, no. But I gotta be up. I'll be fine. I can eat. If I eat right now, anyways, I'll fast till like 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Nah, I'm good on the food.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, what else could we talk about? What we got?
Oh yeah, it's up to you.
What's one thing y'all learned this week?
That's a good question.
What you learned?
This when I learned I started to do some this programming. It's so easy to get lost in the sauce, dog.
Yeah, sauce be saucing.
So like damn, like I learned like damn, bro, you're still willing to go back to the same old habits. So like, all right, you're getting lost in the sauce.
Getting lost in the sauce.
Yep.
Dial it back. Lock in.
Lock in. Focus.
Max it out. Focus up.
Learn you some.
Learn you some.
OP.
OP.
OPP.
OP. You done with OPP?
Yeah,
you know
me.
me. Damn, we're just fucking old. No one watching even knows what that is.
Are you down with OPP? Yeah, you know me.
No one knows.
Other
what the fuck
people's
that is.
peas.
Damn, that was old music for us.
That was old music for us.
Came out when I was born type shit.
But that shit was classic shit. That's why he stayed with us.
He was born in the golden era. I don't want to hear it.
It's cause
Golden era of hip hop.
Della loves the 90s.
I do. Because I came from there.
93 to infinity.
Bro, the 95 and 97 was kind of crazy year for like big time artists dying.
Yeah.
You had Tupac, Selena,
Yeah.
Selena.
those 3. I can think of right away.
Yeah. Yeah. What you been diving into recently? What you been learning? I only brought this up because you asked me.
What have I been learning?
Yeah.
I haven't really been learning anything new. I think it's just more validation.
Yeah.
You know, I always learn stuff, but again, it comes down to after you learn, you gotta apply. Application. So put myself in situations to where, you know, can test out what I've learned.
Yeah.
New strengths. More networking. How to maneuver around people, I guess you can say. Not get lost in the sauce.
For sure. That sauce be saucing.
Bro.
And the sauce is different for everybody.
They love it though.
But they love the sauce. But the sauce was sauce.
Gucci Man said, "Don't get lost in the sauce."
Don't get lost in the sauce. The sauce was sauce.
Burr.
And the sauce and the saucing.
Burr.
I just like when it gets poetic.
Yeah.
All right, so when I was looking at, I got sent my fucking astrological planets and shit.
Yeah.
And it said, has a way of speaking poetically.
Oh.
So I kept bringing that up
Yes,
with my
dog.
friend. I was sitting there, damn, it says I'm poetic.
Yes, bro.
I was like, ooh, it says I'm poetic.
Yes,
and then now
bro.
you're saying poetic on somebody.
I'm telling you.
Bro, I know you're being poetic. I guess you're a rapper earlier
Sauce
too.
be saucing. Don't make me freestyle shit.
Street poets, bro.
For real.
Well, I learned that I'm poetic this week. Trying to think of what else. I learned that I still have a very knack for addiction. So just trying to fight it every day, bro. It's always something else pulling me away, running away from things I know I should be doing.
Like on a more positive thing, I learned a little bit more. Like we were talking about the financial market and the
I
housing
wasn't
market.
done yet, bro.
Sorry.
Damn, bro.
Fuck.
Damn, Rob.
I'm just kidding. I was pretty
I made him feel bad.
But I made it sound like that, but I was going to say, but I could hit a target from 200 yards away. But then you started talking about the housing market, and I was like, oh, you kind of just fucked up my pause.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I was filling in.
It was a false start, buddy.
Yeah.
False start.
You got to wait for that little, I'm always going to, you know what I mean? You got to wait for that,
Flag on and play.
Yeah.
I'll be pissed if you just look at me now.
What?
I'm waiting for the why. You're like, my bad.
So when I'm done, I'll be like, yeah.
I'll try to beat it.
That's the cue.
I swear to God, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's all I got, yeah.
Yeah. That's the cue.
That's the
It's
cue.
because your show energy confuses me something. Like, this guy wants to get off. And you're like, bro, let's keep going. What the fuck?
I'm fine. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hangover pod now.
he's just a chill guy.
No.
Just a nonchalant. I'm just a nonchalant.
That should be the new meme. I'm just nonchalant.
Nonchalant.
Nah, that chill guy's already taken.
I'm nonverbal.
I'm super passive aggressive.
Oh.
I'm just a passive aggressive.
We start making those.
I'm just impulsive.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm so passive aggressive.
Just acoustic.
That's funny. Clip that.
I'm just a passive aggressive. I'm just a passive aggressive guy.
What picture would you use for that, bro?
Yes, I can't.
You gotta be flexing.
We can make that. We can definitely make that a meme, bro.
Oh,
It's gotta be Vegeta. Like Vegeta.
Oh,
Vegeta's
yeah.
fucking passive aggressive.
Oh, that's a
Prince
good
of the
meme right
Saiyan.
there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I got it. We're gonna make it right now. We're gonna do it real quick. Watch.
Go ahead.
The Vegeta memes are great. I love memes,
Yeah,
bro.
Vegeta's
Should it be in Super Saiyan
Memes
or
are sick.
chill?
I don't know.
It's got to be him crossing his arms because that's the passive aggressive.
Okay, good. All right.
I'm passively just being aggressive.
We're
Yeah.
gonna put that
Super
on.
Saiyan is actively
He
being
says
aggressive.
Kakarot,
Kakarot.
talking shit.
Those are two cool archetypes, Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, I think that's common though in a lot of shows.
What
like
archetype
that.
is Vegeta?
Number 2.
Yeah,
You think so?
The Sasuke.
Number 2.
On the Carl Jung, what kind of
He's
archetype?
like the Colby Covington. And Kamaru Usman's the fucking.
For real,
the
bro.
Alex Pereira and the fucking. No, I'm just kidding.
The jealous one, kind of. Definitely capable, but still jealous.
He's really good. Huh. I'm gonna think about it.
That is a very interesting dynamic, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they always made each other better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny because every time Vegeta would catch up, Goku would just gap him again.
Shit, you get him more pissed off. Yeah.
But, all right, you caught up? All right, bet. I'm out of here.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna start watching Dragon Ball Z again. So positive.
You're not, bro.
I'm not.
It's just a waste of time.
Well, do you know how I watch TV though, right?
Yeah, background.
I work and I just put it in the background. You know, and then you look up and it's okay, cool.
Yep.
But that's why I'm so bad at remembering a lot of stuff too, because I've seen a bunch of movies for the past 6 years. But were they really more important than what I was doing? Not really. But I got a good idea of what was going on.
And you can just watch it again.
And I can just watch it again. But I remember this. I remember this part too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about this already, bro. But Rush Hour holds up, bro.
Yeah.
I just seen that again.
Yeah.
At my parents' house
It
while
holds
I was working on my laptop.
Great
But
movie.
everything was so funny.
Third one holds up, bro.
Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Yep. They're killing it.
Watch it before it's gone.
Yeah, go watch Rush Hour.
Sponsor us, Netflix. Actually, I don't want to be affiliated with
Where
Netflix. They're
is
pushing
Ricky
hella weird ass
Tan?
agendas and shit, huh?
Wait,
What?
stop.
Oh, that was my. That's what, see what I
Save me,
did?
save me.
Save me. I'm going too deep. You going too deep?
I'm like Lil Cook.
I was asking where Ricky Tan was.
You know he did.
He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
Yeah.
That
Ricky
shit funny.
Tan.
All right, let's go before Chef starts getting delusional.
Still gotta work, bro.
No.
Still gotta work.
Exactly.
It's alright. I got 30 minutes. Bro.
Oh.
We're good.
You got a shift.
No, I gotta send a session over
Nice.
to a award-winning engineer.
Fire.
Beast.
He's not better than me though. He's not. He like really isn't. Like,
I just respect it, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
He won an award, but doesn't mean he's better than me.
Fire.
Everything is a perspective and art, right? Think about the Grammys and think about all these fucking, right?
This is the Della, what do you think about this? You might not. You're more of a Kendrick guy. Fair enough.
You're not?
Huh?
You're not?
I
He said you're more of a Kendrick guy. Like, nigga, yeah, you are too.
I'm probably 51. If we had to put one side, bro, I'm pretty neutral. I'll fuck with them both. But I got more Drake in my phone. That's a fact. But Drake's put out more music. So I don't know.
He's your cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm like a 55-45 Drake.
But he likes GNX.
GNX is a dope West Coast album.
I like Future, bro.
Okay.
Future's better than both of them.
Drake's been more anti-Grammy, more anti-establishment than Kendrick has. Kendrick's been more pro-establishment.
Did you see the same batch of reels that I did?
Well,
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
It was comparing Drake and Kendrick and saying that Drake stood for this, but then Kendrick is the one doing this. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I don't know if Kanye's doing his whole, how he did the whole stop the party thing. The party must die.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's ironically doing all this pro-establishment, Super Bowl, Grammys.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's doing it ironically or he's just like it's part of the game. Let me get paid.
I think it might be more of it's the game, or he's doing it to infiltrate it.
That's why I wonder. He has a real long game, but it looks fun. It does look ironic.
Yeah.
The one guy that's fucked the system is making money with the system right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for something like that. Fuck, where is it?
Or like Kendrick learning real quick. Oh shit, it's easy to get lost in the sauce too.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Kendrick's still human.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait for his next album.
Yeah.
He's a shill. Kendrick's a shill for the system. He's a plant.
He's a plant.
He's a product of the system.
High power. How's his thing?
I don't know. I'll find it again somewhere. It was very intriguing
Yeah,
to read
yeah.
it though. I was like, holy fuck, this is crazy. But then I didn't want to send it and seem like I was just a Drake hater or Kendrick hater. And I shouldn't have been on Instagram anyway, so I didn't send it to you guys.
No, my timeline does. I got my Twitter account. It gets flooded with. I follow some Drake accounts.
Yeah.
I try to follow some Kendrick accounts too.
No, I think the whole thing is interesting because, like you said, as far as what he would rap about, it's like very anti-industry, and then now it's like you kind of turn whatever the momentum carried you into the movement in itself.
But he might end up going the Eminem route where he's very limited.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to he's trying to make much money possible. Eminem lucked out. He made a bunch of money because he was in the physical album sales. So he's able to make more money off that, bro. Even though the fucking labels made a shitload on him,
Yeah.
he still got a bigger piece off physical album sales than any of these streamer guys do.
Because I feel like even before all of this, like he was still winning Grammys.
Yeah.
So really the only thing that's changed is like the content that's came.
He's
out.
always been he's always been fan of like the critique world, the Grammys and stuff. They always love Kendrick. They've always accredited him.
Exactly.
That's why Drake has that line. Kendrick just opened his mouth.
Yeah.
Someone give him a Grammy.
He's like, yeah, he did.
Because they've always respected his lyrical artistry, which is very talented.
Or it's like, what view are we looking at? Like, he won a Grammys based off of him talking about the industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a paradox in itself.
End of the day, there's still narratives being made about him, or he does. Yeah, there's narratives being made about him, and then the whole Drake world, Drake community, the Drake fans, they're trying. It's like it's Republicans versus Democrats, bro.
Pretty much.
Which side you govern?
They're trying to find any storyline they can hit them with.
Trying to separate us.
Yeah.
Drake and Kendrick are best friends.
They're just laughing at you.
They're just part of the system to control.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see until he drops something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find it. It's a carousel.
We might get a Kendrick album and a Drake album this year.
We'll see if Drake drops in October.
See, but why would you listen to music when you can make it? Hit me up.
There you go.
Hit him up.
Hit me
in
up.
The stew.
My boy.
Making stew in the kitchen.
We gonna cook it up. We gonna teach you how to sauce, so you can sauce the sauce, not get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, what needs to come back more is like dancing venues.
What needs to cut back more?
Yeah, places where people just go dance. Like one good thing we see about those LA
club.
parties, like you see a lot of people dancing. Like LA, you ever see like the LA R&B themed kind of 2000 parties and shit?
Yeah.
Where they throw like at little clubs or warehouses and stuff.
Yeah.
And they have their sections and stuff, but still a lot of people are out there just dancing. The whole bottle service section life, they kind of fuck up the whole dancing scene where people just actually having a good time.
It's sectional.
Yeah.
Well,
The good time is sectional.
Like shout out to Citrus Hookah, Citrus Lounge. Like when nights where like they have DJ stuff,
Yeah.
people are like dancing.
It's a good vibe.
Yeah, it's a good time. Outside's gonna keep becoming more and more of a premium.
outside's gonna keep being outside.
Huh?
Outside's gonna be outside.
It's gonna get hotter.
We ain't gonna miss shit out there. You right, Chef. You right.
We don't need that shit.
You right.
We'll come right back and do it bigger and better.
Yeah.
That's really all it is, bro. You start going to the club and you start realizing, like, damn, there's levels to even going out and partying.
Yeah,
like, you don't want to do the
yeah.
same partying you've been doing for fucking 10 years for what?
Yeah, you want
Go take a few years off, boss the fuck up, come back, and it's like, hey, we're doing bigger shit now. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or go travel.
you can rent that fucking yacht
man. You rent the yacht, party on the fucking yacht.
for a week.
The only yacht, then rent out the yacht. You can fucking do so much shit.
Sleep on the yacht.
Just gotta
You know
lock
what I
in
mean?
for a little bit. You can't be scared to take the risk of fucking missing out on short-term fucking gratitude for what? I mean, short-term.
Yeah, I was not gonna lie. I was talking.
Short-term stimulation. Short-term fun. Short-term fun outside.
I've been thinking about this recently, right?
I don't know what it was.
I thought you were gonna start getting delusional. It's fine. Like,
Fuck, it's past my bedtime. It's alright, they get to see me for who I am.
After dark, after hours.
After hours.
This is the afters.
So was it Twitter after dark?
Oh, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, now Twitter's just dark all day.
Yeah.
Twitter's just
Dark
fucking
mode.
Twitter hub now. Fucking Pornhub's
Dark
crazy.
mode.
That's good. That's good. You can find scientists talking about dark holes. And there's a porn star called Scientist with the Dark Holes.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
It's pretty wild.
I'm like,
Send the
man,
link.
that was
Send
clever.
the
Who
link.
came up with that?
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Jokes. Don't want the link.
Don't send me the link. Jokes.
Bro, I used to be so obnoxious on my Twitter. Oh my god. I cringe sometimes thinking about it.
I know, I deleted mine and all my tweets
You can't,
for shit that I said.
Thank God.
No, I said some dumbass shit, dude.
I can still go to my email and type in my Twitter name. And I can see all the people that replied to me.
Were you fat guy 702 on there?
Yeah.
I still got my I got the receipt, the tweet from TS though. 'Cause I told him Raiders were gonna win the Super Bowl.
You
And
tweeted
he
back?
laughed. Yeah.
Damn.
They put
He
LOL.
laughed at you?
Yeah.
That's
It's like,
pretty
alright,
cool.
motherfucker.
What year was that?
Probably like 2013. We were shit probably still, but when we do win it, I'm like, hi, motherfucker.
What year did David Carr get hurt?
Derek Carr.
Bro, you guys Raiders had a good
maybe
year
like
that year, bro. They got
maybe
cursed.
like 2016.
Fuck, that was their one window.
Yeah, he was on an MVP season, broke his leg, and then it's been the shit. So
See, that's sports take. the difference with the Eagles. Our Nick Foles went down a year later. No. Our guy went down. Nick Foles came in, saved the day.
Well, yeah, that's been our problem though. We invest in terrible quarterbacks and don't give our coaches the long enough chance.
Yep.
They'll do good, fire them. Quarterback will be like third string from another team, and then, yeah.
There, in a bit, I'll make this sport take into a business take so I don't lose you. There's
I've been lost. Now I'm asleep.
He's lost in the sauce.
There's a market.
Oh, look for this fucking carousel thing.
There's a high market for basically we call insurance. Your teams are willing to pay a high insurance payment and pay a backup QB good money to stay here, doggy, just in case this fool gets hurt. It's insurance policy nowadays.
Well,
we're not willing to pay it.
Their insurance policy sucks.
For what? What are we talking about?
Yeah,
never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know now.
Pay to have a good backup QB.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I just tried to make it in business terms. I didn't lose you.
Oh, I was lost already. I was looking for that carousel. I'm gonna find it, bro. I really think it's cool. If you were to see it, your whole perspective would change.
About
H-Dog. No, about the Kendrick and Drake thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, it was yeah.
Yeah, I seen all those tweets.
No, you didn't.
Hey,
no, you didn't.
Troll Chef is back for the beginning of the night, but he's crashing out.
And crashing out.
You're the one who refuses to get off the podcast.
Crash.
End it.
I tried a few times.
Dude, no one's even here no more. Everyone left a long time ago. The fuck? They've been left.
If y'all made it this far,
our retention rate is probably like,
bro, literally, if you made it this far, please leave a comment.
Man.
Leave a fucking comment if you made it all the way to here, because holy shit.
Oh, okay. Hey, if you made it this far,
we'll be sending them. Let's send
I'll
them.
send him a hitter circle cap on me.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's on me.
We'll send you some stuff, man. If you made it this
that's
far.
on me.
I'm about to run ads on this shit and make him buy hella people hats.
There you
bro.
go. There you go.
Type in HC.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
HC.
make it stand for something.
T-cocky.
I mean, by this time, if they just type HC, then they fucking watched it.
Yeah, HC.
What'd you say?
T-cocky.
Hikaki.
HC money sign.
Hikaki mushrooms. All right, this is your code. HC money sign. Just kidding. Don't want hat. Type that shit in.
And you get a hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but they said just kidding. They don't want a hat.
I don't know to take you serious.
So type this. Send HC hat. Just kidding. Don't want hat. Love the pod. All right.
What did they get?
I don't read the comments.
You get a thumbs up.
It's whatever you want to interpret it. If you don't send a hat, hey, maybe you read it wrong. I'm trying to build in a fucking safety net here in case we get a million.
He's trying to save
you, bro. Fuck.
We're gonna get like 5. Probably like 2 on TikTok.
I want a free hat. You know I'm gonna comment on that bitch. I'm gonna go on my other account.
well, this is not gonna become a reel. It's gonna be on the YouTube video.
Exactly.
We're not gonna make this a reel. Fuck that.
If you made it this far,
we should eventually do like a subscriber. How do you do a subscriber giveaway? What's the best way to do it? Is there any
Yes, I know exactly how to do it. First, I would go to our. I don't want to give it too much sauce. I would collect a list of the subscribers. We put them on this little pinwheel thing, and we just go boop, and it goes.
Yeah.
And pick somebody.
We draw a name.
Yeah, picks a name on a little wheel.
No, but can you do it to gain subscribers? There's a way to do it.
Tell them to do
You ever
it.
see people do giveaways? Like, hey, have people tag people in my comments. I mean, your story bullshit.
It's pretty much just bringing traffic.
Does that system work or is it overplayed?
I mean, it'll work, but you want people to naturally just want to subscribe and want to stay than to be forced because
you're
they
better
want
off
to
giving
win
it away
something.
to your current subscribers.
You're better off having a following of people who want to watch you versus people that just joined because they wanted to win a free item, because it's going to fuck up your percentages of retention and the quality of your viewership.
Bringing the wrong crowd.
So if you're here, we fucking love you so much. You're so sexy.
I love.
So fucking sexy. You're amazing. You're abundant. You're healthy.
He's not lying.
You will be rich.
Wow.
And happy.
Thank you, Base God.
Huh?
You want us to leave the room? You guys
I'm
fake
talking to the viewers, dude. Damn.
Let
Let
them
them feel love. They probably are feeling so high vibration right now. You're like, leave the room?
He's cooking right now.
Your magic.
Damn. Number 32, Magic Man.
Magic Man.
Magic Man.
Too much riz.
Too much sauce.
Rizzard.
I'm just saucing right now.
Too much riz.
Too much sauce. All right. Any last calls?
Bro, I talked enough, trust me. I had fun.
I had fun too.
Good luck, y'all editing this.
Good luck, auto cut.
Good luck, Taco Bell.
Damn, Taco Bell sounds fucking fire.
Hey, they discontinued the fries, so I'm boycotting them for a little bit.
Damn, with the cheese dip?
Mm-hmm.
Gas.
Fucked up.
Have you had them?
No.
That's
Bro,
why you were saying.
You're
That's why he's fucking doing that.
No, it's just so funny that you know what item he's talking about.
Yeah,
Why
bro, because
not?
if you know, you know.
You know.
You know how fire that shit is.
Yeah. See, he just had a 1 cent thought. You see that shit? That was insane.
That's
We
not
don't
enough
need
for those
that.
fries.
We don't need that. It's
It's
2
not
cents.
enough for those
How much
cheese
is 50
fries,
cents
baby.
thoughts worth?
50 cents?
Yeah,
Let me see.
the rapper.
I know.
5 dimes.
I know.
No.
No.
10 nickels.
Oh.
Or maybe 2 quarters.
50 pennies?
50 pennies would be crazy. What about a $50?
He's already $50, yeah?
Yeah, but so was everything else we just talked about.
But you're getting more.
What
You
did
get
Jay-Z say?
50
What's 50
pennies.
cents to $1?
True. What's a king to a god?
No, he was
What's a
dissing, he was
goon to
dissing
a
50 Cent.
goblin?
Oh.
Ooh.
Lil
that's a good
Wayne.
one. Millie might be one of the best songs ever made.
Agreed.
He went off in that.
I remember he went on that.
Hey.
Maybe he focused up. I don't know what the fuck. All right, let's get the fuck out.
Crazy,
bro.
Rand.
It's on you.
Hey,
I'm
leave this
Millie.
shit in the fucking.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
You made it this far.
You made it this far.
Yes.
Surprise! You win a free hat from Berto.
Comment
Random Rob.
comment-
what?
HC money sign.
HC money sign. Space. Just kidding. Don't want the hat. Love the podcast. Nah, HC money sign for real though.
And then we'll ask for your address. We'll ship that bitch.
Fire. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cool. Hangover Podcast. We out.
HC money sign.
Gang.
Comment. We love you again. I don't want to leave. I don't want to go.
Yo.
I don't want to stop talking.
Fucking weak.
I have no friends. Guys, come on.
Oh no.